at Chester High School, getting ready for tonight's game between the Chester Cyclones and the Fairfield Central Griffins. Fairfield Central comes into town 2-0 on the season. Cyclones take the field 2-0 on the season. This is the battle of the Blackstock Fish Camp. And as the band makes its way off the field, they think we're going to have us a Stanford Cow moment, given the fact they're now in the ACC. Let's go ahead and reenact it here.
Not many people will get that.
Reenacted here on Cyclone Stadium. DJ Stevenson has the ball teed up. Ball's on the 40-yard line, kicking left to right. Here's the run up and the kick. It's a low line drive kick. Going to be kicked out of bounds.
That's okay.
Fairfield Central will decide whether they want to force a kick over or take it on their 35. I imagine they'll put Cameron McMillan on the field with their offense on their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, their own 35 instead of our 40.
Yeah.
Or deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was told to angle it that way.
So you guys got to bear with me now. I'm going to try to roam the sidelines a little bit, just trying not to get in the way. I'm trying to stay at the line of scrimmage.
35-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Griffins.
Ball's on the 35-yard line. Fairfield Central puts it in play. 1st and 10, moving right to left. Coach Demetrius Davis and Coach Maldall have a huddle going on over there and bringing their guys on the field. Cyclone defense is on the field, bumping chests with each other. C.J. McCree at the middle linebacker, and Kyan Kennedy is going to be at the right defensive end. Terry Radford across the middle, and Zaya Whitlock on the left side at the defensive tackle position. Antonio Hopkins on the right side as a linebacker, and number 15 for the Cyclones on the left side as a linebacker. That is going to be Daquan McCree. He is CJ's brother. Spur is number 7, Hadifa Taylor. He'll be lined up on the right side of the offensive line with the running back. Fairfield comes out in the shotgun, takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back over the right side. He's got some running room over. McCree gives chase as well as several other Cyclones, but not before he gets to midfield. 15-yard gain for number 4 for the Fairfield Central Griffins, and that is going to be Stephen Gadsden, who's quite a running back. I remember him from last year.
Yeah, he had a big game last year too, guys.
He just turned it on the
They had 2 Stephen Gadsdens, if I'm not mistaken, last year.
Yeah, they had one with a PH and one with a V. Or Stefano. McMillan in the shotgun, running back to his right, 2 receivers to either side. Takes a shotgun snap, going to run a screen pass. He's going to be hit after he catches the football, but not before he gains 3. And that is going to be a pass complete in the flats to number 2, who is Darion Greer, 1 catch for 3 yards, and McMillan is 1 of 1 so far tonight for 3 yards. Brings up second down tonight for the Fairfield Central first drive of the night. McMillan takes a shotgun snap. He's going to look to throw downfield. Cyclones got some pressure, make him double pump, but he throws it downfield deep. That ball's up in the air, and it hits
good defense.
It was out there. 2 Cyclones in coverage. That was number 3 back deep for the Cyclones, Witherspoon, but the ball hit right in the hands of
Did you see him? I don't know if you
Greer.
could tell, but he stepped up in the pocket. Did you see how easy the ball comes out of his hand? Something.
Mr. Witherspoon's only in 10th grade.
Witherspoon. Cyclones got some pressure. Coach Jerry Caldwell's going to be aggressive tonight. He's going to try to hit McMillan in the backfield. Now McMillan stands in the shotgun, running back to his left, 2 receivers to either side. Takes the snap. Cyclones get a little pressure, but he throws it out here in the flats. Makes one man miss, and Cyclones' Antonio Hopkins comes in and makes the tackle, but not before they gain 15 on the play. And the receiver was number 8, Dre Walker, the sophomore for the Griffins.
First down gains at the 35-yard line.
15 yards, second first down of the night.
It's going to be a good matchup here on the outside with their number 3 and our number 4.
McMillan takes a shotgun snap, hands it off up the middle. Cyclones stop him. Terry Radford, Kyan Kennedy, C.J. McCree on the stop. Gadsden carries it, but there is a timeout on the field, a stoppage of the time by the referee.
Do they have height and weight on their rosters for their guys?
No.
Oh, okay.
A flag on the field. I'm not sure what it was.
It's number 79 for Fairfield Central. If he's not a biscuit away from about 390, I'd be surprised.
Sixth play of this drive. Second down and 8 for Fairfield. Ball's on the Cyclone 33-yard line. Wearing black pants, white jerseys, gold helmets, moving right to left. Got an H-back in the game. He's lined up right behind the right tackle. Running back to the left of McMillan. Tight end in the game as well. Takes a shotgun snap. Hands it off to his running back over the right side. Cyclone's going to stack him up. And I think he might have lost a half a yard. The running back was number 1, Miles Roberson, the senior wide receiver in the backfield.
We had good pursuit. We followed him all the way across where nobody gave up.
Brings up third down and long. McMillan stands in the shotgun. They stay in the same formation. Tight ends move to the right side of the formation. Means the Cyclone spur has moved over there as well. Cyclones show pressure on the right side with number 13, Tamari Caldwell. Now Fairfield Central looks to the sideline, gets the play call as an audible at the line of scrimmage. Third down and 8, big play from McMillan. He stands in the shotgun, moves his running back from his right to his left, waits on the snap. Gets the snap. Cyclones get pressure. He's got some time to throw it downfield. He's got a man open. Ball falls incomplete. Brings up fourth down and long for the Griffins. Let's see what they do.
You have to go for it, guys. I watched pregame. Jim and I both watched pregame. I don't think they can kick it much past the line of scrimmage.
I agree. That's
fourth down. It looks like Fairfield's going to come on with a punt. I would be careful. Punt safe for the Cyclones. They bring in number 32, Nathan Moss, and Kyan Kennedy comes off. Deep to receive this punt, Reggie Heath. Who's the punter, Joshua? You're my spotter, my man Joshua. He stands at his own 45-yard line.
Like number 2, but
Cyclone, he stands at the Cyclone 45-yard line. He gets the punt away. It's a high punt.
High.
Reggie calls for a fair catch. The guys are all around him, and he successfully brings in the ball at the 9-yard line where the Cyclones will put it in play. First and 10 from the 9.
Give them credit. They executed that punt pretty well. Knocked it down inside the 10-yard line. I didn't really think that was much of an advantage to punt there.
21-yard punt, looks like, based off my calculations.
What happened to the rule where you had to give them so many feet to catch the ball? They were almost touching.
Cyclones take it over with 9:17 to go in the first. Trooper Floyd's in the shotgun formation, waiting on the snap. Got it at his own 9-yard line. Rolls to his left. He has got nowhere to throw it. He's going to run over the left side. Gets about 3 yards before he slides. Brings up second down and 7 for the Cyclones.
Much different perspective down here than it is up there, guys.
Well, glad you got it. Bring us some energy, baby.
It's just trying to get your
bearings.
Yeah, I guess that's the right word.
Second down is 6 for the Cyclones. They gave him 4. Fairfield Central's got a bunched look up front, going to try to stop the Cyclones running attack in the middle. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back Coleman. He's over the left side. He gets maybe 1 yard, brings up third down and 5. Coleman gets 2 on the play. Third down and 5 for the Cyclones here to start this game on their opening possession. 8:32 to go. Clock's running in the first. No score. Cyclones stop Fairfield Central on their first drive. Let's see what the Cyclones can do on theirs. Big third down play.
75 might be a problem tonight for the Cyclones. For 75 for Fairfield.
Trooper Floyd in his shotgun. Takes the shotgun snap. Going to look over. Hits Kyan Kennedy. It's a short pass from Fairfield Central. Swarms the ball. Gain of 1. Brings up fourth down and 4 for the Cyclones. So the Cyclones will be forced to punt. Trooper Floyd's first attempt was complete to Kyan Kennedy tonight, but it was only for 1 yard. Bringing up punting situation for the Cyclones.
It's about 2 yards, Clint, but from here it looks like it'll be about 2, maybe 2.5.
What, fourth down and 2? Yeah. All right, Trooper Floyd's on the punt, stands at his own goal line, gets a good snap. Here's the punt. It's going to be a sidewinder off the side of his foot. It's going to hit about the Cyclone 40 or 38-yard line, roll out of bounds at the Cyclone 46, where the Griffins will put it in play after a 24-yard punt from Trooper Floyd, and the Cyclones were only able to get about 1 minute and a half off the clock. Gained 7 yards and a minute and a half off the clock. Ball's at the Cyclone 46-yard line. 7:36 to go. Fairfield Central takes over their second offensive possession for tonight. McMillan brings his team onto the field. That's number 10, Cameron McMillan, a sophomore who is throwing the football all over the field this season. He hands it off on a jet sweep to number 2, and he's going to take it over the right side. Cyclones going to give chase and chase him
nice
down
tackle.
and tackle him, and I believe that is going to be number 8 for the Cyclones who makes that stop. Baxley, good stop. They strung out number 2 who's dangerous, and that's Greer, Tydarian Greer, and good play there. Weird thing about that, Jimbo, is that goes in the stat book as a pass.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But he only got a yard, so it doesn't matter whether it's pass or run.
2nd down and 9, 7 minutes to go in this one. 2 receivers to the right side of the formation, tight end lined up on the left. Cyclones going to cheat over to the strong side. Now they bring pressure, and they're going to try to get to the quarterback, and they throw a screen pass. Whoa. And Hadifa Taylor, if he's paying attention, Jeff, I believe he's going to the house.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Coach Jerry Caldwell's letting him know it, too.
Man, that'd have been 6 easy ones right there.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and
McMillan's 5 yards passing tonight on 3 of 6 early. 6:48 to go in the first. 2 receivers to the left side, 2 to the right. 5 offensive linemen. Cyclones in the 3-3-5 defense, running cover 3 over top. Waiting on the shotgun snap, moves the running back up for an extra blocker. Cyclone's going to try to get some pressure. He throws it across his body. McMillan is, my goodness, big time out, hit out here by Darian Baxley for the Cyclones. Knocks the man's helmet off. That's number 8 whose helmet comes off, and the Cyclones have held again. Big time hit out here by Darian Baxley.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, he was all over that, guys. He didn't catch it, and he tackled him right away. Good play.
Coach Jerry Caldwell jumped up in his face and said, "Let's go, baby."
That was beautiful.
Reggie Heath deep to receive the punt. Punt's going to be punted by number 2 for them. That's Tydarian Greer. He stands at the Cyclone 45-yard line waiting on the snap. Heath's at his own 10. Send men in motion. 4th down and 6.
Yeah, shank.
Cyclones almost got there. Oh, my goodness. And the Cyclones going to get a running into the kicker. I don't believe it's going to be too much for a 1st down, but I believe it's going to be enough for Fairfield to go for it.
Should be a 5-yarder.
That was a 5-yarder, but it's going to be 4th down and 6. Fairfield will go for this now. That was a big, costly penalty, and that was one of those things. There wasn't much they could do, Jeff. They were just running full bore and really couldn't get out of the way.
Those things happen.
5-yard penalty.
But in that situation, guys, I think knowing that you're going to be tight field position, you don't really want to. I mean, why would you even rush? I mean, play it safe.
Cyclone defense back on the field. Cyclones go from getting it at their own 10. Good punt there. Would have been a 33-yard punt. It's a good punt by Tydarian Greer. But the Cyclones give the Fairfield Central new life. 4th down and 1 now, Jimbo. I believe they go for this.
No doubt about it, like Jeff said. No doubt about it.
Coach Demetrius Davis has had his guys over there along with his offensive coordinator, running back coach Mike Murdoch. They're having a conversation, or Murdaugh, and they'll bring them on the field now.
Watch for the sweep.
Cameron McMillan on the field. Cyclones gave him new life. 4th down and 1. 6:14 to go in the first. We'll see what Fairfield's able to do right here. They got everybody piled in, H-back and tight end. Coach Victor Floyd and Coach Jerry Caldwell called timeout to have a word with their defense. We'll take it with them. 0-0, 6:14 to go in the first. Cyclone football, WRBK.
Tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK made possible in part by Dr. Sam Stone and his staff at Lowry's Family Medicine in Chester. Lowry's Family Medicine provides health care from birth to the golden ages and is located at 517 Doctors Court off of Wilson Street Extension. Dr. Sam Stone and his staff are proud supporters of the Chester Cyclones.
Made possible in part by Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service. Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service located at 2581 Lancaster Road in Chester. They offer local and long-distance towing, heavy-duty towing, and service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Joe's also does big truck repair, truck and tractor tire service. More information is available at 803-581-5720 or 803-385-8610. That's Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service.
All right, we're back here at Cyclones Stadium. 4th down and 1 for the Griffins early in this one. Cyclones forced a punt, had a running into the kicker, which gave an extra down to the Griffins. Now it's 4th down and 1. They bring their offense back on the field. McMillan's in the shotgun, running back just to his right, about 2 yards behind him. Cyclones going to bring pressure. Big offensive lineman. That's your boy, Jeff, number 75, I believe, who jumped. Now going to back him up 5 yards.
79. 79 he's the big. 75 is a defensive tackle.
Okay, 79. Let's give him credit. Antron Rice, a sophomore, jumped to the right guard position. Now they bring number 2 back on the punt. That's Greer, and Reggie Heath will drop back to his own 10-yard line. Man, that's a big break right there, Jim.
Back where we started.
That looked like the Florida team last night.
Now, Miss Davis might be listening. Be easy, Jimbo.
Excuse me.
Coach
It's
Jerry,
the truth, though.
Coach Jerry Caldwell stalking the sidelines. Uh-oh. Did I lose you, Jeff?
No, I turned the mic off.
Oh, okay. All right, now they send guys in motion. He's going to step up as a quarterback. Greer is. He's about 7 yards deep. And this time the Cyclones almost get it. This was a much better advance for the Cyclones. Reggie Heath comes up with a fair catch. He catches at the 20-yard line, and it's going to be a 15-yard catch.
I think they're going to give some
interference.
I think they're going to give catch interference. If they didn't give it on the last one, why are they doing it here?
I don't know, but we appreciate it. That's a 23-yard punt. Fairfield gained 5 yards on that play, on that drive. Took a minute and a half off the clock. Officials are having a conversation. Catch, interference.
To me, there was no.
I know.
The first one was more blatant than that one.
Exactly right.
You know how these officials are, Clint. You can't trust them.
You can't trust them.
That's a 15-yarder, too. That's a big-time penalty against Fairfield right there. Cyclones will have it instead of on their own 20. They'll have it on the 35-yard line of the Griffins, their own 35-yard line, moving left to right, wearing blue uniforms and blue pants, blue jerseys, blue helmets, red socks. Now Trooper Floyd's in the shotgun. Cyclones in a tight formation, hands it off to Coleman up the middle. Coleman hits a couple guys, but not before he's pushing the pile, but I believe he's going to end up losing a yard on the play.
Guys, I think it's going to be a little bit more like we're going to have to run at them instead of try to run away from them. I mean, they've got as much speed as we got. So,
and we got to throw one every now and then to loosen them up.
I got to find. I think number 5's got to be involved in the game plan at some point in time, and I think Reggie Heath will come up with a big play here soon. He's got the height advantage over the guy out here covering him right now.
2nd down and 11 for the Cyclones. Ball's on their own 34-yard line, moving left to right. Second play of this second possession. Cyclone defense is held, and both teams kind of filling each other out here, Jimbo. Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He's going to roll to his right. He throws it, way over Reggie Heath's head. We have to remember, Trooper had some surgery in the offseason. I was out there yesterday, and ball's selling on him a little bit. His strength is there. He's just not quite there accuracy-wise, and that'll be maybe a story as the season develops, maybe as this game develops. Going to have to open him up a little bit more here.
Got to do it. He was open. If the ball had been there, he was open.
3rd down and 11 for the Cyclones here.
Nobody wants to be 3rd and 11.
So, especially not against this Fairfield Central defense. And the Cyclones have not had much success at all. They haven't even sniffed a first down. Trooper Floyd waiting on the snap. He's going to look to his right, throws a screen. A screen across the middle. Had a man wide open. Kyan Kennedy just threw it over his head.
I'm going to tell you what.
And had he caught it, he had about a 15 yards. Then Trevonte Weldon got a 15-yard unsportsmanlike late hit on one of the defenders for Fairfield Central. And that is what you can't have, but I saw it coming. Back judge threw it. So back to Cyclones up 15 yards from the spot, and they'll punt it away. Yeah, Trooper did not throw the ball well on those two passes. And he just got to get into it. He's got to recover from that surgery, having a hard time with his accuracy. And if he drops it in the breadbasket right there, Jimbo, we got about 15, 20 yards.
Bunch of yards. Bunch of yards.
And Trevante doesn't get that penalty because we're running. 5:27, but that's a decision that you got to make.
We have a real good crowd here tonight.
Oh, it's a great crowd for both sides.
Trooper Floyd stands in. Elijah Coleman late getting on the play, getting on the field.
Elijah Coleman was wide open on that last play, too.
Trooper stands at his own 5-yard line, gets a good snap, gets a good punt. This time it's a end-over-end punt. It's going to take a Cyclone roll at the 45-yard line, roll across midfield down to Fairfield Central's 46, where the Cyclones will blow it dead. So that is going to be a 35-yard punt for Trooper Floyd. And so the Griffins will put it in play 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Yeah, that's a lot better punt than last time.
We're taking is this a water timeout? No.
Yeah, I believe it is a water break, so we'll take it with them. We'll be back. Cyclone Football, WRBK.
Yeah, they had a lot.
Tonight's broadcast of Cyclone Football made possible in part by Chester County Natural Gas Authority. As Chester County Natural Gas celebrates 60 years of service to their customers, they remind you natural gas is the most efficient and effective way to heat your water, heat your home, dry your clothes, and to cook your meals. Contact Chester County Natural Gas Authority Monday to begin enjoying the comfort and affordability of clean burning and efficient natural gas.
Barron Funeral Home at 133 Wiley Street in Chester and Dancer Baker Funeral Home located at 26 Underwood Avenue in Great Falls are proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of the Chester High School football game. They wish the Cyclones great success this season. The staff of Barron Funeral Home and Dancer Baker Funeral Home continue to serve the people of Chester County with courtesy and dignity.
All right, we're back here at Cyclone Stadium. 5:14 to go in the first. Cyclones and Griffins having a little mandatory water break early in the season. We have these. Don't really need it tonight, but boy, we needed it last week, didn't we, Jimbo?
God, we need several.
This is like a good fall night right here, guys.
Yeah, this is.
Some people might need a jacket later.
5:14 to go in the first. No score. Both teams have had the ball twice. This is Fairfield Central's third possession. Both defenses have been tough so far.
I think they're going to continue to try to stretch the field. I think they're going to try to hit some long passes again. I mean, they've had some opportunities.
McMillan's in the shotgun. Got an H-back right behind his right tackle. Running back to his right. One receiver to either side of the formation. Takes a shotgun snap. He's going to try to throw downfield on the seam. He's got a fly pattern. Reggie, he's back there. Reggie, he intercepts the football.
Wow, what a nice pick,
He caught the football at the 15-yard line. Let's see if the Cyclones can do something with it.
Yeah, that was not a very well-thrown football, but that was a better play than it was a bad throw. That was a great, Reggie got up there to the highest point and got it. Nice job by Reggie.
Reggie Heath comes up with a big-time interception. Reggie Heath, number 2, comes up with the interception. And the Cyclones take it over 1st and 10 at their own.
I don't think a Cyclone's been past their own 25 today yet.
They have not. They're on 14-yard line. Well, they got it on penalty last drive. 5:05. Third possession, 7th play for the Cyclones. Offensively, Trooper Floyd's in the shotgun formation. Tight end in the game on the right side. Now he sends Kyan Kennedy in motion from the H-back position. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Coleman. Coleman goes to the left side. He's going to get hit hard, and he's going to push the pile forward maybe for a gain of 1 on the play. I tell you what, Fairfield's fast, babe.
Just not a lot of room, guys. Just not a lot of room. I think you're going to have to go straight at him. That number 75 for them is a load, though. I mean, he's a load, and he's a big guy, but he's not like a super fat guy either. He's good size.
4:37 and counting in the first. No score. Cyclones have it for the third time. Ball's just over the 15-yard line, pushing the 16. Moving left to right against the Fairfield Central defense. Trooper Floyd's in the shotgun. H-back in the game, Kyan Kennedy. Takes a shotgun snap. Trooper Floyd over the right side. He's got some running room, 25-yard line. He's got a first down. First down for the Cyclones. Trevante Weldon blocking out here long up to the whistle.
I like it.
Hey, show that effort.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
First down of the night for the Cyclones. Trooper Floyd gains 10 on the play.
And it was right up the middle.
kind of a quarterback power isolation play. We saw a lot of those when Zan Dunham, who's now stalking the sidelines and stalking the middle of the field for the South Carolina State Bulldogs, was playing the quarterback.
Miss him, boy.
Floyd in the shotgun, tight end on either side of the formation. Waits on the snap, hands it off to Coleman up the middle. Coleman got a little running room, picks his way over the 30-yard line. He got 4.
All right.
Brings up 2nd down and 6.
Speaking of Zan, I don't know if you know, 2 weeks ago, I guess they had week 0 of college football. I turned on ABC when we got home on a Saturday night and watched Zan play for a few plays.
Well,
it was pretty cool.
It was cool. Did you see him hit that running back coming through? Good grief.
I did. He looked good.
He did. And Octavian the Tank Minner was on that defensive front, too.
That's right.
Didn't quite get the outcome they wanted in that ball game. 2nd down and 6. Floyd in the shotgun. Coleman to his left. H-back in, tight end on the left side. Fakes the handoff, hands it off to Coleman. Coleman picks his way through. He's going to get the first down.
First down, guys.
He drives the pile hard, and he got to the 42-yard line, just the 41.5. He had to get to the 41 for a first down. That's 6 and a first down, Jimbo.
That's 2 first downs in a row.
Yeah, good hard run there by Elijah.
2nd first down of the night for the Cyclones. 2:58 to go in the first. No score. Cyclones finally putting together a few offensive plays here and stringing down 2 first downs, Jimbo.
Yes, sir. Let's get another one right here.
Tight end on the left side of the formation. 2 receivers to the right. Waiting on the shotgun snap. Now Trooper steps under center, looks over the defense, calls out a play. The offensive linemen talk to each other, and we'll see what they do. Fairfield Central in a 3-3 stack defense. He's going to swing pattern out here to Elijah Coleman. Coleman's got some running room, 40, 45-yard line. Be run out of bounds, but not before he gains 8 on first down. Big-time gain there, Jeff.
8 yards on first down. That's a good
8 yards, 7-6, whatever. It makes 2nd and manageable, 3rd and manageable.
Well, they gave him 7 there. I thought he may have stepped out quicker than I thought. Brings up the 5th play of this drive. 2nd down and a long 4 for the Cyclones. Floyd in the shotgun. Running back to his right, that's Coleman. Waits on the snap. He runs a counter play, delayed counter, and Fairfield Central was in the backfield waiting on that. And made the stop back there. Number 38 for the Cyclones, T.J. Wilmore, the tight end, missed his block. 3rd down and 5 for the Cyclones here. Ball's on their own 42-yard line. They got to get to their own 47 for a first down. Really between the 47 and 48, don't they, Jimbo?
Yes, sir. That's okay. This, like Jeff said, this is manageable. We can handle this.
3 receivers to the wide side of the field. Ball's on the left hash. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, rolls to his right, looks downfield, and he's got no one to throw to. Coleman did not. The defender who was locked up with Coleman, Elijah Coleman, was Miles Roberson, the junior defensive back, kind of playing at the spur position, and he's tackled Trooper for no gain. Good coverage on the back end by Fairfield.
It was, but I tell you, our receivers, and I noticed this in the first quarter, they're having a little bit of trouble getting any type of separation.
Brings up 4th down and 5 for the Cyclones. 1:15, still no score here at Chester High School between the Cyclones and the Griffins. Trooper Floyd gets a good snap, takes his time, gets a good punt. Ball's going to hit, be a line drive, take a Cyclone roll, hits at the 36-yard line, 34-yard line, rolled inside the 30 to the 29-yard line, where the Griffins will put it in play, 1st and 10.
We keep pushing them back on every punt. They get further in their
Battlefield position, men.
Yep.
29-yard punt by Trooper Floyd there. 58 seconds left.
I don't think that last interception is going to keep them from trying to throw the ball downfield.
Oh, no.
No.
Fairfield takes it over on their own 29-yard line, moving right to left. In the stat world, as I've learned this year, Jimbo, as I'm taking stats, as I call the game, in the stat world, that's the minus side of the field.
Okay.
Yes. Shotgun snap, handoff to the running back up the middle. He's got some running room. Gadsden. Reggie Heath tackles him from his free safety position, but not before he gets to midfield. That's a 21-yard gain for Gadsden up the left side. Gash the Cyclones defense, and they'll put it in play. 1st and 10, nose of the football on the 50-yard line. 39 yards on 3 carries so far for Gadsden tonight. 3rd first down for the Griffins.
He had a big opening. Big opening.
McMillan stands in the shotgun. Gaston 3 yards behind him, directly behind him in a pistol formation. Takes a shotgun snap, play action. Going to swing it out here to the flats. Got a man open. Antonio Hopkins gives chase for the Cyclones. They're going to run him out of bounds, but not before he gets 15 more or 16 more, and that's going to be a first down for the Griffins, and I'm not sure what that number was. Burns on the catch for the Griffins.
Those gold numbers they have are hard to see.
Number 13, Donovan Burns, a senior, on the catch. McMillan hands it off this time to Gadsden. Cyclone's going to bottle him up inside and knock him down for a gain of 1 on the play.
That probably may be the last play of the first quarter, guys.
Good, I need a breather. McMillan 5 of 10 at the end of the first quarter for 40.
That's it.
For 42 yards. We'll take a break and we'll be back. Cyclones and Griffins knotted at nothing at the end of 1 here in Chester.
Tonight's broadcast made possible by Hillside Restaurant and Bar at 129 Gadsden Street in downtown Chester. Hillside Restaurant and Bar offers specialty coffees and desserts in their cafe, brick oven-baked pizzas, salads, and sandwiches. Their speakeasy-style bar has adult libations. Hillside has an event room for special occasions. The cafe open Thursday through Saturday at 7 a.m. Hillside Restaurant and Bar open from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Online at hillsideeats.com with a Z and on Facebook and Instagram.
Looking to upgrade your future? Discover York Technical College, where education meets opportunity. Get ready for success with York Tech's no-cost tuition program. That's right, tuition is on York Tech. Explore a diverse program, hands-on learning, and supportive community in the Tri-County area. Don't miss out. Visit yorktech.edu to learn more.
You're listening to Cyclone Football on WRVK Richburg, WNBK Whitmire, WEBK Society Hill, WUBK Inner.
All right, back here at Cyclone Stadium, 0-0. Fairfield Central to start the second is driving. They got the ball on the Cyclone 33-yard line. McMillan, the quarterback, at the end of 1 is 5 of 9 for 42 yards and 1 interception passing. McMillan waits on the shotgun snap. He slow meshes it, hands it off to his running back, Gadsden, over the right side, and the Cyclone's going to push him out of bounds, but not before he gets close to a first down. He's going to be a little shy there, Jimbo.
Yeah, just a little bit. You know, I was just looking at the stat sheet. I'm surprised at the number of 10th graders we have playing. That guy just made the tackles, 10th grade. Damari Cockrell.
Greer on the carry for the Griffins. He got a first down. The ball's at the 23-yard line. He got 10 on the play, and that is the 4th first down of the night for the Griffins. 4th play of this drive coming up. Hand off to his running back over the left side, Greer this time. Cyclone's going to string him out, though, and they're going to take him down for a loss of 6, Jimbo.
He didn't make that. He did not make that. The pursuit was phenomenal. Just great.
Cyclones on the stop, a gang of them out there met by number 13. Cyclone coaching staff's really high on Tamari Caldwell, sophomore. And he led the way and made the stop, and the rest of the Cyclones joined in. Lost 6 on the play, brings up second down. They got 18 on the scoreboard. Second down and 18 for the Griffins here. Ball's left to right. Ball's on the 31-yard line. They got to get inside the 15. What is that, to the 13, Jeff?
13.
Jimbo for the first down.
Yep, 13.
Pistol formation. Quarterback takes a shotgun set, play action. He's going to be forced out by Terry Radford. He's going to throw back across his body, across the middle of the field, and he overthrows his receiver who broke free. And I tell you what, on that seam pattern, Cyclones do play 3 deep coverage, but they play a little man-to-man from that backer, and he got beat. Got a break there. So it is 5 of 10, 50% completion rating. Third down and 18 for the Griffins here. Oh, we got a penalty on the field. What do we have, a hold?
It's got to be.
Hold on the Griffins, back them up 10. And we'll take that, so it'll be second down and 28. Third penalty of the night for the Griffins for 30 yards. Ball is going to be at the 41-yard line. They got to get down to the 13 of the Cyclones for a first down. So second down and 28.
You know, that's a real combination in the end zone. Travis Bill Marion, and Jeff.
That's right.
All three of them down in there.
That's experts in their field.
Yeah.
McMillan takes a shot. They're going to run a screen. Cyclone's going to blow that up, and the ball falls incomplete, so it brings up 3rd down and long. Cyclone defense is playing really well so far, Jeff.
Yeah, they are. They had good position and just has gone backwards, but they missed an opportunity for a touchdown. He just needed a little bit more air into the ball.
Well, yeah, but that was a hold on that play.
Yeah.
So we got a break there, but yeah, he could have completed that ball. Cyclones just got beat man-to-man on that. The backers and the Spurs are man on coverage, 3 deep zone. So we'll see what happens. Waiting on the shotgun snap. Two receivers to either side of the formation. One running back in the backfield. McMillan takes a shotgun snap. He's looking downfield. He's going to throw deep. Got a man open. DJ Stevenson on the coverage for the Cyclones, and ball gets knocked loose. I tell you what, the best thing about that was it got knocked loose and not intercepted, Jeff.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was. I'll tell you what, it was a good play, number 4. I was like, that's a good matchup. I've been waiting for them to throw to this number 3 because he's probably got about 4 or 5 inches on our guy, but hey, good defensive play, good throw. I mean, hey, just a good all-around football play.
Ball was intended. Go ahead.
The offensive guy wound up playing defense.
Ball was intended for Kristen Golden, and falls incomplete. Reggie Heath's going to be inside his own 10, waiting on the punt from the Fairfield Central Griffins. On the punts, Tydarian Greer. He's going to stand inside his own territory at his own 47-yard line, waiting on the snap. Ball spotted at the 41. And Fairfield was making progress, but then got backwards with a couple bad plays. That's a high kick.
That's high.
And Reggie Heath's going to go up under it and catch it. Fair catch it at the 16-yard line where the Cyclones will put it in play. 1st and 10 after a 25-yard punt.
Raise your hand if you thought this would be 0-0 with 10 minutes to go in the second quarter.
I just told Clint that. Who would have believed it was nothing at the end of the first quarter?
Crazy.
Ain't no way.
Cyclones have certainly not had the field position.
No.
They are on their own 17-yard line, moving right to left now with 10:38 to go in the second. No score. 4th offensive possession for the Cyclones. Last possession, they were able to string together a few plays. We'll see what they can do here on this 4th possession. Coach Floyd certainly going to be figuring some things out soon. Trooper Floyd sends a man in motion from right to left, waiting on the snap. He's going to look out safety valve out here in the flats. He catches at the 15-yard line. Fairfield Central's all over him, and they tackling for down for a gain of 1 on the play.
It's tough to run after the catch when it's you and 3 of them.
Tamari Caldwell makes the catch for the Cyclones. Trooper is now 3 for 4 on the night, but he's only got 9 yards passing.
Louisville 22, Chesterfield nothing.
We call that one.
Big. Coleman steps to the right of Floyd. Floyd takes a shotgun snap, 3 receivers to the right side, takes the handoff. He's got some running room, 25-yard line, and he's going to slide. I believe he's going to be close to the first down. Jeff, what do you think? Yeah, he got it.
Yeah, I mean, from back here it looks like he got it. I'm not eye level right now. The
linesman spotted him a yard ahead of it. Yeah. He started to slide at the 37. The 33. Good run by Trooper. He's been certainly.
Yeah, his legs have been big in this first half.
Hands off this time. Coleman up the right side, 45-yard line, 40, 45 up close to 50 to the 48-yard line.
Guys. Big run.
Big run of the night for him. Ball was from the 33-yard line out to the 47, a 14-yard gain, and a Cyclone first down.
A few more of those runs.
That was just a good, hard run.
And again, it was straight at him.
True.
9:13 to go in the second. No score. 48 balls on the 48-yard line of the Cyclones. They're moving right to left. Floyd takes a shotgun snap, going to roll to his right, look down the field. He's got a man coming open. That's Reggie Heath. A little bit of hand fighting out there. Ball falls incomplete. Good no call by the back judge. I like it. I like to let them play a little bit, Jimbo. Don't you?
But that's a thin line.
Yeah, but
letting them play too.
And you could call a penalty on every single play, particularly pass play. You could call holding. You could call probably interference. I'm with Clint. You got to let him play.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Cyclones got some field sponsors: Classic Metals, RPM, out of Atlanta and York Technical College. Places here in town supporting the Cyclones. We appreciate it. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. His time hands it off to Antonio Hopkins. Antonio gets over the midfield stripe, pushes the pile forward to the 48-yard line of the Griffins. That's a gain of 4 and brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Cyclones.
You know what? We have not run that delayed handoff. You know, we've had a little bit of success with that in the first couple of games.
The draw?
Wouldn't surprise if we see that little delayed draw.
My man Trey Counterman over there with the stick, the yard marker, down marker, I should say.
He's almost bigger than the down marker.
Yeah.
He put a 3 on his forehead.
Moving toward Lisfy. Waits on the snap. Trooper Floyd does. Going to call his own number. That's a hold on Antonio Hopkins. Coming back. Trooper got the first down, but it's coming back. Antonio Hopkins. He held his guy on the outside. I can see that. Jimbo can see that before cataract surgery.
You're right. It was that obvious.
He did not need cataract surgery to see that one. I mean, you can reach the guy, grab him by his throat, and pull him backwards.
Kind of obvious, isn't it?
Yeah.
Guys, there's a lot of people in this stadium. I'm looking up at the Chester side, and I'm looking over the Fairfield side. There's a lot of people.
I'm glad to hear that.
Good for the gate, man. Good for all the other athletic programs.
3rd down and 16 now for the Cyclones after the hold. Ball's on the 42-yard line of the Cyclones. They got to get to the 42-yard line of the Griffins. 16 yards. Trooper Floyd in the shotgun formation. Looks, throws it over here to Williams. He's not going anywhere. He got hit for a loss of 1. Number 5.
Antonio missed his block.
Number 5, Chris Pearson on the stop for the Griffins. The loss of 1 on the play brings up 4th down and long. Fair Cyclones will be forced to punt. Tyler Williams caught the football but lost 1 on the play. Trooper Floyd is now 4 of 6 for 8 total yards. He's on the punt. He gets a high snap from Kyan Kennedy, but he gets a right foot into it. Ball's going to hit at the 40-yard line of the Griffins and take a Cyclone roll, a small one, down to the 36-yard line, where the Griffins will put it in play. 1st and 10. That is only a 22-yard punt by Trooper Floyd, and that ball ended up on the minus 42-yard line. So 7:25 to go in the second. Cyclones and Griffins knotted at nothing. But I tell you what, Fairfield Central has got to be kicking themselves somewhat, Jeff, because they've had the field position all night long.
They've had field position pretty much the entire first half, guys. And they've had a few penalties that have obviously hurt them. But, hey, give credit to the Cyclones. I mean, being able to keep them out of the end zone.
McMillan brings his offense to the line of scrimmage. Tight end on the right side along with the H-back. Hands off, running back up the middle this time. Cyclones close the hole quickly, though. He gets about 3, and then they rush in there. Hudaifa Taylor from his spur position makes the stop along with DJ Stevenson after a gain of 4.
That hole closed in a hurry.
I got to tell you guys, this is a pretty big football team we're up against tonight. These guys down here got some size to them. This Golden's got to be 6'4".
Both teams, I think, are big and strong and fast. It's been a well of a football game so far. McMillan takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Goldston up the middle, and the Cyclones collapse the pile again after he gains 1 on the play. And Hudaifa in there along with Antonio Hopkins and Terry Radford on the stop. So he gained 1 on the play, brings up 3rd down and 4, maybe 2 on the play, brings up 3rd down and 4 for the Griffins. Ball's on their own 42-yard line. They got to get to the 46 for a 1st down. Cyclones bring some subs in, and that is Kyan Kennedy out and Nathan Moss in at the right defensive end position. Waiting on the snap. McMillan's a low snap, but he corrals it. Throws it across his body. Ball falls incomplete. Streaking receiver on the seam pattern. Cyclones got away with 1, Jeff.
He did. He's going to want that one back, and Coach Caldwell is none the happy right now either, let me tell you.
That was 6 points.
If he puts that ball on the line, it's a 6-0 game.
Yep. A little bit of air under it. McMillan is only 5 of 13 with 1 interception and 42 yards so far in this football game. On the punt for the Griffins is number 2, Tydarian Greer. And I tell you, you've got to always be prepared, Jimbo, for these guys because this guy could run away on a fake punt in a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat. That little dude's the fastest guy I've seen in a long time.
waiting on the snap. It's a low snap. He got it. He got his kick away. It's a high end-over-end kick. It's going to hit at the 30-yard line. Whoa. Take a huge Griffins roll inside the Cyclone 15. They could have let it roll 2 more yards.
Antonio Hopkins could have blocked that. He could have blocked that.
Ball is down inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Cyclones will take it over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line. And the Griffins only gained 6 on that play, on that drive. 5 minutes and 52 seconds left in the first half. And
scored nothing.
43-yard punt for Tydarian Greer. 20 of it was a roll. Cyclones take it over 1st and 10, balls on their own 13-yard line. We got a water break. We'll take it with them. We'll be back. Cyclone football, WRBK. Take it, Bill.
Tonight's Cyclone football made possible by Burns Chevrolet Cadillac in Rock Hill, serving the area since 1923 and located off I-77, exit 82B in Rock Hill. Burns has new Chevrolet and Cadillacs along with a selection of pre-owned vehicles, including Buy Here, Pay Here. Burns Chevrolet Cadillac, 800-681-7198 or online at BurnsChevrolet.com. Your right choice.
This Cyclone football game is made possible in part by Quacked Glass, your mobile auto glass replacement service. Quack Glass will come to you and solve your glass auto needs. Quack Glass is American-owned and Carolina-grown. They're serving both North and South Carolina and now with offices at Carowinds and 2708 Flat Creek Road, Lancaster. 866-787-8225 or online at quackglass.com. You can trust the Duck.
All right, we're back here. Mark Huey, the voice of the Cyclones in the stadium, just brought out a picture of our Carlisle Roddy, the voice of the Cyclones, and put it right beside me. Now I feel like I got pressure. Somebody watching over me. But as we get going here, Cyclones taking over 1st and 10, balls on their own 13-yard line, moving right to left. 5:52 to go in the second. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back Coleman up the middle. Coleman's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. That's his 7th rush for 26 yards. Far cry from last week, Jimbo. He had 159.
Very much so. I tell you, this is one heck of a defensive ball game.
We've got Cyclone offense on the field. Just got a text message from my friend Roy Brunson. You know him. He lives down in Great Falls. He said with Fuller's new renewed eyesight, he'll be able to tell you what folks are eating on the visitor side. Floyd takes a shotgun snap, rolls right, throws across his body. Ball hits Tyler Williams in the hand. Beautiful throw on the run.
Good throw. Got to make that catch, guys. You don't get many opportunities in the game. And, man, that was right at the first down mark. All he had to do was catch it and fall forward, and that was first down.
Right between the hands of Tyler Williams.
Yep, got to catch it.
Ball falls incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10. 5:09 to go in the second. No score.
And he's probably the smallest guy on the squad.
Yeah, he's matched up. Well, he was matched up out here with number 5 out here, and number 5's probably got about 10 inches on him.
Chris Pearson, the senior. Witherspoon split out to the left side now. Kyan Kennedy in a slot. Tight slot on the left side of the formation. Ball's on the right hash. 3 receivers to the left side. Floyd, shotgun snap, throws it across the body. There's Kyan. Kennedy catches at the 25-yard line. Misses one-man miss. Gets over the 30-yard line to the 31. That's enough for a Cyclone first down and a gain of 18.
Travis Jenkins and I were just talking about that and saying we got to get 5 involved in the pass game. Because I say that every week.
Second catch of the night for Kyan. He now has 20 yards passing. Another first down. 5th of the first down of the night for the Cyclones here. Ball's at the 32-yard line. Nose of the football. Moving right to left. Cyclones in blue uniform, blue pants, blue jerseys, blue helmets against the Fairfield Central Griffins. Takes a shotgun snap. Trooper Floyd does. He tries to pick his way through. He does. He gets close to the 35-yard line. He danced his way up to the 34. So a gain of 2 brings up 2nd down and 8.
I'm trying to think ahead a little bit, guys, but if the Cyclones can hold on to the football here and try to find a way to put it in the end zone with very little time on the clock, they do get the ball to start the second half.
Absolutely. That's a huge point, Jeff.
That's good forward thinking, Jeff.
Yeah, that's what you pay me for.
Yeah, well, we're going to review that.
Three receivers to the wide side, which is the right side. Fairfield Central moves their safety over, play a little bit of man-to-man across the top. Moves to the right. Cyclone Trooper Floyd does. He's looking downfield. Nowhere to throw it to. Now he drops the football, and Fairfield Central recovers it. Trooper tried to reverse his field. The ball got knocked out of his hand, and Fairfield Central falls on it for the first turnover of the Cyclones tonight and sets Fairfield Central up deep in Cyclone territory inside the 30.
Golly, Blum.
So we had 7 fumbles and recovered them all. We're 7-1 now.
Cyclones fumbled the ball and lost it. Trooper Floyd did. Fairfield Central takes it over. 1st and 10 at their own.
28.
Excuse me, on the Cyclone 28-yard line. Fairfield Central got a gift. Cyclones gave it to him. Let's see what the defense can do here. Coach Jerry Caldwell had a conversation with his defensive unit before he sent them out on the field. Now McMillan's in the shotgun. Fairfield Central's had the field position all night. Have it again tonight. Let's see if this Cyclone defense can bow it back once again. McMillan takes a shotgun snap, drops back 3 steps. He's going to loft it. Cyclones hit him. He's going to throw it deep. It's going to be intercepted by DJ Stevenson in the end zone for a touchback. I don't know why.
They blew it dead, guys. Since when can't you return a interception out of the end zone? Am I wrong on that in high school?
No, not even intercepted in the end zone.
Tell Coach Caldwell, Coach Floyd, they blew it dead in the end zone.
He ruled it down. I did not know you could not return an interception in the end zone. I mean, if that's a new rule or that's just been a rule that's been around a while, but I was not aware of that. He whistled it dead. I mean, he put his hand up.
I don't think.
Time he intercepted his hand.
I don't think, Jeff, that the officials believe that. That's why they didn't blow it dead. And when they were fighting here to get yardage, coaches were on the field going, he blew it dead, throw the penalty, because everybody else let it play. The back judge is getting a conversation
Coach
now.
Campbell just confirmed with me that you can return the ball out of the end zone. I'm telling you, that official put his arm up. He blew it dead it's like a touchback.
Yeah, the referee is having a conversation with him and just explained to him, Jeff, you cannot call that. Now he's got to figure out what he's going to do.
He's probably saying, I know in Skeeza you could do that, but not down here.
You can't do it in Skeeza either.
You can always return it. It's a kickoff. It's an automatic touchback. You can punt.
But I'm telling you, I was standing there high level with the referee when he threw his hands up.
I saw him. And they're going to back him up to the 20, I believe, because he blew it dead. Coach Floyd is not happy.
He has every right not to be. But what a great interception.
DJ Stevenson came up with an interception. Coach Jerry Caldwell dialing up his guys.
That's unfortunate for the Cyclones guys, but they do get the ball back. That's the good news.
Cost them 15 yards. I think coaches were most frustrated. If you're going to blow it dead, then stop the melee that took place afterwards. That's when you get a guy hurt. That's when you get tempers flaring and everything else.
Especially tempers.
Cyclones going to huddle here. Have a conversation to regroup as they move the chains back to the 20-yard line. Cyclones take it over 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now, Jeff, back to the point you made of the previous drive. If we can somehow get down the field, get some points, and come back out and get the ball second half, this could be huge.
Nothing else, just keep the ball.
Absolutely.
Don't give them the ball.
Trooper Floyd in the shotgun formation. Ball's in the middle of the field. 3 receivers to the right side. He hands it off to Coleman. Coleman scoots his way over the 35-yard line, 25-yard line, 30. He's going to get up close to the 33-yard line for a Cyclone first down, a gain of 11. Let's see if the Cyclones can take advantage of their second interception tonight, and they forced McMillan to throw. 6th first down for the Cyclones. 3:15 to go in the second quarter, still no score. Cyclones moving right to left, balls on their own 32-yard line. Trooper Floyd, an empty backfield set, takes a shotgun snap, going to roll to his left, will throw it back across his body, hits his safety valve out here in the flats. He's going to get to the 34-yard line before he's driven back and swarmed over by the Fairfield Central Griffins. Now we got some Academy Award acting that LeBron James would be proud of.
That looked like Duke basketball out there.
Grayson Allen out there on the field. 6 of 9 for Trooper Floyd tonight for 28 yards. A second down here, third play of the drive, second down and 8 for the Cyclones. Moving right and left. Jimbo, I just got on my watch a relaxed reminder. Your stress level's a little high.
Hey, I don't need a watch to tell me that.
Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He's going to run a delayed draw. And it was a quarterback draw, and the Griffins met him in the backfield.
I think that was the delayed draw right there, and I think Trooper decided to keep it, and I think that was obviously the wrong decision. But
Donovan Burns for the first sack of the night for the Griffins met him in the backfield for a loss of 5.
Number 13 on the stop for the Griffins. Ball will be placed at the 30-yard line after a 4-yard loss.
6 rushes for Trooper tonight, 19 yards. Third down and long for the Cyclones here. Trying to take advantage of an interception. They got nose of the footballs on their own 30. Got to get to the 42.5 for a first down. So 12.5 for a first down. Let's call it 13. Wide side of the field is the right side. Floyd takes the shotgun snap, going to roll that way. Looks to throw downfield. He's got a man open. He catches it, but he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Good coverage out there by the Griffins. And
that stops the clock, too.
Clock is stopped. Cyclones going to have it 4th down and 4. They pushed him out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Timeout, Griffins. 4th down and 3. So Trooper picked up 10 on that pass and catch to Reggie Heath over there.
Minute and 15 left to go in the second quarter.
38 yards passing so far tonight. First catch for Reggie Heath tonight. You know, one of the things I know that Coach Floyd and staff wants to do is, Jeff, you talk about Kyan Kennedy, but, man, we hadn't gotten Reggie involved in the offense at all this season.
No, we really haven't. But I'm going to be honest with you, I've watched, just watching this game tonight, he just has not been able to get any separation from the guy that's covering him. And,
Trooper Floyd will be on the punt here for the Cyclones.
The thing you worry about here in this game right now is you got a minute and 15. We're going to punt. They're going to get the ball probably in decent field position.
It's happened, Jeff. Don't say it. It's happened.
But there's a big play coming at some point in time.
Don't say it,
somebody.
Jeff. Don't say it, Jeff. It's happened.
From their side or our side, a big play is going to happen.
How many times have we seen this scenario, Jimbo?
I don't even want to think about it. I don't.
Jack Sinks over there, he's not going to let the clock stop. He's going to start it right here and it's going to run all the way through. We learned that from several years ago. Trooper Floyd back to punt. Deep, 2 guys deep for Fairfield Central. I can't read their numbers.
That's number 2 back. I can't see who's back on
Greer.
the other side.
Floyd got a good punt this time. It's going to cross midfield. It's going to hit at the Fairfield Central 42-yard line, roll across to the 30-yard line.
About the 29.
So the Fairfield Central will take it over on their own 39-yard line. So Trooper punted that ball.
So Fairfield going to
31 yards.
With basically a minute left. You think they're going to get conservative and try to run the clock? You're going to sling it.
They're going to sling it.
Jeff, come on, man. I think you know that.
I'm slinging it.
1:02 to go in the second. No score here at Cyclone Stadium, also known as the Storm Center. I hate that Stormy's not here tonight. He's a little under the weather.
Yeah, he's under the weather.
The hurricane came through and blew him away. They handed off, sure enough, to the up middle. Cyclone's going to take him down for a loss. That's Terry Radford, met the running back Gadsden in the backfield, threw him down for a 2-yard loss fairly rudely.
Hadn't heard Terry's name a lot tonight, but that was a nice play by Terry. They may be content to let the clock run out, guys. Who knows?
Yeah, that's obvious. One play. This is
38 seconds left. Nothing. Cyclones get the football coming out. Fairfield Central is taking their sweet time. They're going to hand it off to his running back up the middle this time again. He's going to get to the 35-yard line, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. So he got 7 on the play. Somebody called timeout. No, they didn't.
No.
I thought I saw
Fairfield. I run it down to the last second. I drop back and I throw it as far as I can and see what happens.
Well,
they're going to go to halftime. I'm coming up, guys.
If they're going to do that, they better start throwing it in a hurry because there's only 1 second
That's
left.
going to be the last play of the first half. Nothing here at Chester. What a football game. We expected it to be a game, Jimbo. We had no idea it was going to be 0-0, though.
I tell you what, I'd have bet the farm there'd have been a score. There ain't no way it's going to be nothing at the end of the half. No way.
All right, we'll take a break here at Chester High School. 0-0 at the halftime break. Cyclones and Griffins will come out of the break with the Cyclones in the football, but we'll take the halftime period to rest, relax, and recover. Between now and then, we'll be back. Cyclone football, WRBK.
This broadcast of Chester Cyclone football is made possible by Polk Bell Bonds, serving Chester County for over 30 years. Polk Bell Bonds executes surety bonds in all state or federal courts and can provide GPS, electronic, or alcohol monitoring. Ned Polk is available anytime at 581-POLK, 482-POLK, 789-POLK, and 872-2222. Polk Bell Bonds.
Tonight's Chester Cyclone football game is made possible in part by First Citizens Bank. At First Citizens, we believe that banking is all about the people we serve, and we work hard every day to make sure our customers know how we feel. First Citizens Bank with offices in Richburg and Chester. That's First Citizen Bank, forever first.
For over 77 years, Fairfield Electric Cooperative has delivered electric energy to our consumer owners. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we are part of a nationwide community of local, not-for-profit cooperatives committed to enhancing our customers' lives and livelihoods by providing reliable power, high-quality customer-focused service, and valuable products and services. We're Fairfield Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy partner. Proud to be a part of tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK.
Relax, save like a pro with Founders Federal Credit Union. Founders Loyalty Select account gives you the opportunity to grow your savings. Fund your account through your favorite Loyalty Select product and start saving. Not a member yet? Relax, join Founders.com or one of their 40 locations to see if you qualify for membership. Membership qualification required. Terms and conditions apply. Founders Federal Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
All right, we're back here at Cyclone Stadium. Nothing. Jeff, you back in the booth, man.
Yeah, man.
That was a surprising first half.
Didn't see that coming. Didn't have that on my scorecard tonight, 0-0 at halftime. Certainly Fairfield has some opportunities. We just haven't really had any opportunities to get close to the end zone, but the defense has stepped up, made some big interceptions. I think, Fairfield's missed quite a few plays. So anyway, second half's going to be interesting. Cyclones get the ball first. I think that first drive is going to be hugely important.
Oh, I agree with you on that 100%. As we get going here, let me give you some statistics that I kind of put together. Let me go here and tell you that the Cyclones tonight have played Fairfield Central, and Fairfield Central and the Cyclones, we said coming into the game it's going to be two evenly matched teams. And I think the statistics are going to show it to you. It's surprising. The score is actually more surprising to me than I anticipated. Absolutely no points, and nobody really got close. Fairfield Central got inside the red zone once, but outside of that, Jeff, they hadn't been able to be successful at all throwing the ball down the field either.
Not at all.
And so let me kind of give you some statistics. First of all, for the Fairfield Central Griffins, these are my unofficial statistics, and you have to understand I take them as we go through, so I don't always get them right, but we're close enough. And so Fairfield Central tonight had 4 first downs in the first half, rushing 11 rushes for 53 yards. 5 of 14 passing with 2 interceptions for 42 yards. My totals for Fairfield Central so far in the first half, 25 offensive plays for 97 yards. Again, let me say that, 25 offensive plays for 97 yards, 1 fumble recovery, and they had 3 penalties for 30 yards and 4 punts for an average of 35 yards. So they've had 2 turnovers, and both of them interceptions. They've recovered 1 fumble against the Cyclones. But again, let me say that, 25 plays for 97 yards. For the Cyclones in the first half, it is mirror image. So the Cyclones had 6 first downs. Fairfield Central had 4. Both teams had 3 penalties for 30 yards. Cyclones had 15 rushes for 60 yards. Trooper Floyd is 7 of 10 passing for 38 yards. They fumbled the ball 1 time. And so total offense for the Cyclones in the first half was 25 plays for 98 yards. Fairfield Central, 25 plays for 97 yards. Cyclones, 25 plays for 98 yards. Trooper Floyd has punted it 5 times for an average of 28.5 yards. So, and Fairfield Central's punted it 4 times. Unbelievable first half to me, Jeff. I'm just shell-shocked to a large degree. I'm thankful for it. It's been fun.
Yeah.
But, I tell you, I just didn't expect it coming into this game.
Yeah, a whole different perspective down there. I was talking to Travis while we were down there. A whole different perspective watching the game down there. Fairfield's big, guys. They've got some big dudes. But Cyclone, it's a physical football game. I can tell you, it's been a very, a lot of gang tackling. Cyclones are are hanging in there, but they're going to have to make a play or two offensively. I mean, obviously, I don't think they can count on a pick six. Well, they could, but I just think they're going to have to make some type of offensive play. We're going to have to get a couple big plays offensively to get to put some pressure on Fairfield.
No, I agree with you 100%. We'll talk more about that. Let's take a quick break. They're honoring, what year is this, Jeff?
2008.
2008 Upper State Championship football team on the field. Austin Kerr, Jeffrey Austin Kerr Jr., right?
That's it.
He is on the field being represented here. This is the team that went down to Clemson.
That
and
is.
played Goldston.
Everett Goldston, quarterback at Notre Dame.
Yep, absolutely. So we had a lot of fun following them. That was one of those big, exciting victories over there in Daniel. We had a lot of fun with. Let's take a break, and we'll be back. Cyclone football on WRBK.
Tonight's Chester Cyclone football game is made possible in part by Hamilton, Delaney, Greer, and Cotton, attorneys at law providing legal services since 1907. Attorneys Milton Hamilton, Greg Delaney, Brian Greer, and Nick Cotton have a general practice of law with offices in Chester and Rock Hill. Hamilton, Delaney, Greer, and Cotton support all the schools in Chester County.
Tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK made possible in part by Dr. Sam Stone and his staff at Lowry's Family Medicine in Chester. Lowry's Family Medicine provides health care from birth to the golden ages and is located at 517 Doctors Court off of Wilson Street Extension. Dr. Sam Stone and his staff are proud supporters of the Chester Cyclones. Tonight's Cyclone football made possible by Burns Chevrolet Cadillac in Rock Hill, serving the area since 1923 and located off I-77, exit 82B in Rock Hill. Burns has new Chevrolet and Cadillacs along with a selection of pre-owned vehicles, including Buy Here, Pay Here. Burns Chevrolet Cadillac, 800-681-7198 or online at BurnsChevrolet.com. Your right choice. Tonight's broadcast made possible by Hillside Restaurant and Bar at 129 Gadsden Street in downtown Chester. Hillside Restaurant and Bar offers specialty coffees and desserts in their cafe, brick oven-baked pizzas, salads, and sandwiches. Their speakeasy-style bar has adult libations. Hillside has an event room for special occasions. The cafe open Thursday through Saturday at 7 a.m. Hillside Restaurant and Bar open from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Online at hillsideeats.com with a Z and on Facebook and Instagram.
All right, we're back here at Cyclone Stadium, 7 minutes in the halftime period. As we wait 0-0. I mean, I got a text message. Somebody said barn burner. I can't begin to tell you. I never saw this coming. I mean, it's been fun to watch and a defensive struggle. Neither offense has been able to get anything going. No momentum. This is probably one of the most unusual Chester Fairfield Central football games probably ever, but certainly in my time. And, nobody's been able to do anything significantly.
In your time that you can ever remember, you ever remember a 0-0 halftime score, Fairfield and Chester?
No.
The only time I remember 0-0 is when the game started.
I know, right?
Crazy.
And no big plays, right? So Fairfield hadn't had a big play, Chester hadn't had a big play. But you're right. You said at the end of the second quarter, a big play's coming at some point.
Somebody's going to make a big – we're going to make a big play. They're going to make a big play. And then I think that's when maybe the offenses will start getting in gear. I think this first drive for the Cyclones to start the second half is huge.
I wouldn't be surprised, Jeff, to see a little razzle-dazzle, some kind of trick play, something to get some momentum going to start the second half, to try to get some points going for the Cyclones, or at least some positive momentum, and to flip the field position. We talked about I gave the stats, and you said it seems like Fairfield doubled us in yardage. Because Fairfield had the field position all night. They've been in Cyclone territory. I don't think the Cyclones have crossed midfield but one time.
No, but you're right. I mean, Fairfield's going to look at the first half, and they're going to think, man, how are we not up 2 scores?
Right.
But, hey, to credit to the Cyclone, listen, I'm telling you guys, it's a very physical football game down there. And there's a lot of speed on both sides. And, we've had our most success has been Trooper up the middle, Coleman up the middle. They can't run to the wide side. We can't run to the wide side. The other thing I think, and I've mentioned this earlier, our wide receivers are struggling to get separation from the defensive backs. And there's some mismatches out there too, guys.
Absolutely. So let's take another break. 4:53 to go before we come back from the halftime break. 0-0 honor to 2007-2008 Upper State Championship teams, and excited those guys are here and thankful that they're here, and always good. I think Chester honoring its history, its program history this season with the state championship teams last week, now the Upper State Championship. I think it just kind of helps build that culture, Jim, that's so important to building that culture over and over again of winning football, and Coach Floyd being a part of that and being really kind of the spearhead. When he first came, then he left. Maurice Flowers came in and for a couple years, and now Coach Floyd back. I think that really he's been central to creating the start and then continuing on the size, the effectiveness of this program, and we're very thankful for that.
Absolutely, no doubt about that. He has been the glue that has held it all together.
Right.
And he's the one that's brought into pieces to put it in place, or he's taken the pieces he's been given it within the school system. And it's just his magician-type qualities and his caring about the kids as individuals and not just ball players. And I think all that put together has given us what we have today. And in the past, too, what we had in the past.
Absolutely. So we appreciate that. We'll get started. 3 minutes to go. We'll take a break, and we'll be back. Cyclone football on WRBK. Got it, Bill?
Looking to upgrade your future? Discover York Technical College, where education meets opportunity. Get ready for success with York Tech's no-cost tuition program. That's right, tuition is on York Tech. Explore a diverse program, hands-on learning, and supportive community in the Tri-County area. Don't miss out. Visit yorktech.edu to learn more.
WRBK wants you to know Union ARP Church in Richburg is honoring Chester County's first responders with a barbecue lunch on Monday, 9/11 from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. There's a brief memorial service being held on the church steps at 12:30 to remember those who lost their lives in service during the 9/11 terrorist attacks and to give thanks for those who risk their lives each day in service to our community. A meal for first responders will be served from 11 until 1 at Union ARP Church in Richburg. Tonight's Cyclone football action made possible in part by True Vista Communications, Chester's provider for high-speed broadband, video, voice, wireless, security, and smart home solutions. They're available online at truevista.net or at a True Vista customer experience store located in Chester, Camden, Great Falls, and Winsboro.
Made possible in part by Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service. Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service located at 2581 Lancaster Road in Chester. They offer local and long-distance towing, heavy-duty towing, and service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Joe's also does big truck repair, truck and tractor tire service. More information is available at 803-581-5720 or 803-385-8610. That's Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service.
All right, back here in Chester, halftime. Cyclones, Fairfield Griffins tied up 0-0. Fairfield's on the field doing a little stretching. Cyclones have not come back. Got a special guest, guy that's close to me. Known him a few years. I got Austin Kerr with me. Austin, good to see you.
How we doing, Chester? How we doing, Chester?
Good to see you. So what was it like being back? It's been a while since you've been to a Chester football game.
It has. It's been a very long time since I've been to a Chester football game, and I can tell you just from being back here, you know, it feels like yesterday, feels like home, feels like it did when I played, and, you know, just kind of get that feeling and those vibes. And it's been a physical football game so far.
Very physical football game. We've been talking about that at halftime. Good football game, weird football game. Let's talk about, they recognized the 2008 Upper State Championship. That was your first year playing, if I recall, football that year. You were a sophomore. And growing up being a Clemson fan, we got to go to Myrtle Beach. We got to play Myrtle Beach and Everett Golston, who quarterbacked at Notre Dame. And you got to go play at Death Valley. And you also, if I'm not mistaken, Chester also had the Clemson locker room. What was that like for you for a 10th grader?
It was awesome. It was very surreal. I just, you know, had to soak in every moment, and it was an awesome game. Unfortunately, we didn't come out on top, but every experience from playing in Death Valley and being in the stands, growing up from when I was 5 years old and being in the locker room was just an experience I'll never forget. And, being 15 years down the road, can still remember how it felt just being in there.
Yeah. They were calling out the names of that team, that 2008 team. I told Clint, I said, man, there were some dudes on that team.
There was.
And I argue the best pound-for-pound football player I've seen in Chester since I've been here, and I've been here for 30 years, was Julius Pendergrass.
Yeah.
And just what a great football player. But there were some really good dudes we had on that team.
People forget, we had some very, very good players on that team. I mean, the whole offensive line was, those were all Division I caliber offensive linemen. We had very good running backs. We had very good wide receivers. We had a very good defense, very physical linebackers. We just, we got down to Everett Golson, and, he was just good. He was better than us that night, and they unfortunately won, but I think that, we play that game 10 times. I think there's some different outcomes.
So talk to me a minute for a second, Austin. You played football here, and obviously you played baseball here, and you had a career at Coastal Carolina in a couple years in the minor leagues. How did playing for Chester High School and just playing athletics in general prepare you for everything that you experienced beyond high school?
Just mental toughness. I consider being from Chester, very special. Very special, hold it special to my heart and close to my heart. And, Chester taught me to be mentally tough, and you got to get out of situations sometimes on your own. And that's something that I took into college and further on from that. But just being around the people of Chester, there's a gritty thing about people from Chester. They're gritty. They're willing to put their hands in the dirt and work hard and get things done. And that was the motto that we took into college, that I took into college. And, pitched a lot as a freshman as a guy who came into a Division I program and, didn't throw as hard as everybody else, wasn't as big and physically fit as everybody else, but I had the mentality. And I had the mentality because of things that I learned from Chester High School.
Yeah. Well, man, it's been great to see you. I know it was probably great for you to see some of the guys that you haven't seen probably since you graduated.
It's been awesome.
And it's pretty cool, and you get to see a really good football game. Both teams are playing physical, and hopefully the Cyclones going to pull it out in the second half. But it was great having you. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And let's do this. Let's take a break. We'll come right back. You're listening to Cyclone Football on WRBK. Score is Fairfield and Chester tied at 0.
Go Sykes.
Tonight's broadcast of Cyclone Football, possible in part by Chester County Natural Gas Authority. As Chester County Natural Gas celebrates 60 years of service to their customers, they remind you natural gas is the most efficient and effective way to heat your water, heat your home, dry your clothes, and to cook your meals. Contact Chester County Natural Gas Authority Monday to begin enjoying the comfort and affordability of clean-burning and efficient natural gas.
This Cyclone football game is made possible in part by Quacked Glass, your mobile auto glass replacement service. Quack Glass will come to you and solve your glass auto needs. Quack Glass is American-owned and Carolina-grown. They're serving both North and South Carolina and now with offices at Carowinds and 2708 Flat Creek Road, Lancaster. 866-787-8225 or online at quackglass.com. You can trust the Ducks.
Founders Federal Credit Union proudly sponsors Cyclone Athletics. Looking for a home field advantage? A mortgage loan from Founders Federal Credit Union can help with mortgage programs designed to fit your financial needs with member service. FoundersFCU.com to apply for a mortgage loan from Founders. Relax, go Cyclones. Membership qualification required. Terms and conditions apply. Founders Federal Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
For over 77 years, Fairfield Electric Cooperative has delivered electric energy to our consumer owners. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we are part of a nationwide community of local, not-for-profit cooperatives committed to enhancing our customers' lives and livelihoods by providing reliable power, high-quality customer-focused service, and valuable products and services. We're Fairfield Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy partner, proud to be a part of tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK.
All right, we're back here at Cyclone Stadium. Clint Davis, Jim Fuller, Jeff Kerr down on the field. Cyclones taking over here to start the third quarter. Ball's on their own 20-yard line, moving right to left. Fairfield Central kicked it off. It was an automatic touchback. Hit it to 4-yard line. Jimbo rolled in the end zone.
All right, here we go. Let's crank it up and go.
All right, let's see what the Cyclones can do. Nothing. Cyclones have 3 receivers to the right side of the formation. Trooper Floyd barks out an order, waits on the snap, gets the snap, hands it off to Coleman over the right side. Coleman's got some running room. He's at the 25-yard line to the 28. He got hit hard, but not after he gained 8 yards, and brings up second down and 1 for the Cyclones. Excuse me.
That's a good way to start off the second half right there.
Jeff, you got us yet?
Yeah, I was talking to Dr. Sam.
That's fine, as long as we got you. I just want to make sure everything's still working in accordance.
It is working as it's supposed to.
Yeah. All right, second down and 1. Ball's on the 29-yard line of the Cyclones. Moving right to left, just tuning in, 0-0. Cyclones and Griffins for the Battle of Blackstock Fish Camp. Waiting on the shotgun snap. Trooper Floyd takes the snap. He looks to the right side. He hits Coleman in the flats. Coleman tries to make one-man miss. He gets close to the first down. I believe he's going to be half a football short, Jim.
Yep. I think maybe 3/4 of a football. A little more than a half, about 3/4.
39 yards passing so far for the Trooper Floyd.
You can't do nothing with new eyes, man.
Third down and 1 for the Cyclones. Jeff, I think you got to, I kind of like going straight at them right here, baby.
You have to. You either 12 or 20. 12 or 20, right at them. If you don't get it, tip your hat to them, but let's go right at them.
Isolation play, maybe the isolation quarterback run. Can we bring 17 back from South Carolina State? Pick this one up. Waiting on the snap. Trooper Floyd does. He steps to the offensive line, barks his orders. Fairfield Central tip their hand. Now he's changing his play. 2 receivers to either side of the formation. Takes the shotgun snap. It's going to be a quarterback run. Isolation. He's got the first down. And that's the call, Jeff. We called it, baby.
Yep. Right call. Good call. The goal is to get the first down, not to get 40, just to get the first down and regroup. 7th run of the night for Trooper Floyd, 22 yards total rushing. Coach Floyd called a good one right there. Appreciate you, Coach. Well done. Coach Jerry Caldwell and Coach Floyd, Victor Floyd. Jerry Caldwell calls the defense. Coach Victor Floyd, offense. Keith Boyd in there at the offensive line, new coach this year, doing a great job along with the other coaches on the staff. Caldwell stalking the sideline down there near Jeff right now. I've enjoyed his animation today. That's been
empty backfield set for Trooper Floyd. He's looking downfield. He's going to try to look and pulls it down, runs forward to the 35-yard line. He takes a big hit under his chin, but he's going to get to the 36-yard line, so he gained 3 on a scramble, brings up second down and 7.
Yeah, he did. He took a pretty good lick.
Second down and 7 for the Cyclones here. He tried to flow it out here in the flats. Coach Tim Boyd's defense for Fairfield Central is well coached and well positioned. We expected them to be. That's one of Coach Boyd's hallmarks. They fly to the football, and they are put in good positions to make the plays. Tight end on the left side of the formation for the Cyclones. 2 receivers to either side. Sends a man in motion. Waiting on the snap. Trooper Floyd does. He's going to roll to his right. Got getting chased from behind. He throws across his body. He's got a man open. That's a first down. And that's Reggie Heath Jr. out there at the 44-yard line. That's enough for a Cyclone first down.
Is that his first catch of the game?
9 yards for Reggie Heath. That's second catch. 19 yards receiving so far. Troopers 9 of 12 for 48 yards.
You mentioned that earlier about getting Reggie involved. There you go.
First down and 10. Cyclones ball's at the 44-yard line. Moving right to left. Takes a shotgun snap. Fakes the handoff to. No, he hands it off to Coleman. Tricked me. And Coleman got tackled in the backfield. Maybe a loss of 1. He didn't trick the Fairfield Central guys, unfortunately.
I got to give a shout out to my daughter Rebecca listening in, and Emily and Derek, our good friends, and Andy listening, all down in Central Florida. They all survived the hurricane.
I'm thankful they survived the hurricane. Second down and 10. I'm glad that hurricane wasn't any more than what it anticipated. And I love a good hurricane come through. Not a lot of wind, but bring some beautiful weather with it. Trooper Floyd, 2 receivers to either side, sends a man in motion from right to left. That's Witherspoon. Takes a shotgun snap. He's going to roll left. Witherspoon on the wheel route, but there he catches the man. Williams, Tyler Williams, 45-yard line, 40. He's still on his feet. 35-yard line, got a good block. 30 inside the 30 to the 26-yard line, where he's run out of bounds.
Great catch. Makes up for the one he let go through his hands earlier, guys.
And a run after the catch.
33 yards, pitch and catch from Trooper Floyd to Tyler Williams for a Cyclone first down.
He kicked it into high gear after he caught it.
Jay Davis is fired up in the booth. 1st and 10 for the Cyclones. Ball's at 8:13 to go in the third. No score. First time Cyclones been deep in the Fairfield Central territory. Knocking on the door of the red zone. Waits on the shotgun snap. Going to roll to the left. Trooper Floyd does on that isolation play. He's going to get down to the 21-yard line. Good run by Trooper. Trooper's starting to get it. You know, Trooper had some surgery in the offseason. Took a couple games to really get going. Coach Floyd told me they had a much better practice, all of them this week, and they were going to open it up a little bit more, and I think they are, Jimbo.
Yeah, it's beginning to show that now.
This is the best. This is the deepest that Chester's been into Fairfield Central's territory the entire game.
Ball's at the 22-yard line of the Griffins. Cyclones running on the 7th play this drive. Trying to knock on the door here. 7:37 to go in the third. Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He's going to throw the fade to Reggie Heath. Reggie comes back to
That's
it.
Interference,
and
guys.
got a good defensive play out there. Jeff said it was interference.
Wow.
He's got a better viewpoint than I do.
Wow.
But that ball falls incomplete. Tried to throw the back shoulder.
Yeah, I think if he just throws the ball a little bit higher, he could high point that ball. It was underthrown, but I thought that the defensive back kind of just backed into him and didn't give him a chance, but they both have the right to the football. So.
4 down territory for the Cyclones, no kicker. So we'll see what they do here. 3rd down and 6. Coach Floyd signaling his play call in. Kyan Kennedy comes on. He goes to the slot on the right side of the formation. Ball is cheating toward the right hash. Coleman in the backfield with Trooper Floyd. Wide side of the field to the left side. Tyler Williams split way out to the wide side. He hands it off on the end around to Witherspoon.
Darn.
Witherspoon gets to the 19-yard line. He got 3 on the play. He got 2 on the play. Brings up 4th down and 4 for the Cyclones here.
You mentioned it, Clinton, just some little trickery, and I think that's what they were going for there. But whatever you've got 4th and 4, the best play you've got to get 4.5 yards is what you need right here.
Cyclones preparing to run the 9th play of this drive. First time they've been inside the Blackstock Fish Camp 20-yard line. Blackstock Fish Camp red zone.
That's right.
The fish sandwich.
Salt and pepper on white bread. Can't beat it. Kyan Kennedy in at the tight end spot on the right side. Trooper Floyd takes a shot against that play action. He's going to roll to his right. He throws back across his body. Ball's going to fall incomplete. Throws it out of bounds.
Holding, guys.
And
in the end zone,
they got a defensive holding on the Fairfield Central Griffins.
Yes,
Trooper
sir.
took a hit from behind, but I believe we're going to get a 10-yard or a 15-yard half to this to the goal, Jimbo. Automatic first down.
It was definitely in the end zone.
Let's see what they call here.
Jeff, what did he do? Just hang on to him?
Yeah, he's been all over Reggie.
He held on to him like he was holding to a baby.
He was all over him. Thought he was going to the homecoming dance. It looked like Fairfield Central clapping. Pass interference on Fairfield Central. Half the distance to the goal. He was clapping. Come on. I thought he was clapping like they'd waved it off. Half the distance to the goal. We'll move the ball down to the 9-yard line. The back nose of the football is on the 10-yard line.
Cannot get a first down.
Cyclones have an automatic first down and goal from just inside the 10-yard line.
We talked about this at the halftime, guys. This first drive is important, and put some points here. You can put some pressure on Fairfield.
Cyclones have it first and goal just inside the 10-yard line of the Griffins.
I'm looking for a delayed draw here. We still have not run that play yet.
10th play of this drive forthcoming. 6:36 to go in the third. Cyclones have had it the entire third quarter so far. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back. That's Reggie Heath over the left side. Reggie's going to get forward. Going to be a holding penalty on the Cyclones. He's going to get into the end zone or close, but it's going to be a hold.
That's number 3.
Oh, that Witherspoon coming around the outside of a jet sweep type position, but there's a hold, I believe, on the Cyclones. So we'll back them up 10 yards from the 5-yard line, so it'll be second down and goal from the 15.
Let me tell you something, guys. I've said this a couple times at halftime. This is a physical football game. Those guys those guys are hitting out there.
Costly penalty for the Cyclones. They go from second down and goal from the 1 to second down and goal from the 15. 6:24 to go in the third. No score.
That hurts. That hurts.
I'm going to tell you, number 5 is going to have a touchdown here in a minute.
Move all that stuff away from him. Give him some space. Move that stuff back over this way. All right, we got one receiver split out to the right side of the formation. I believe that's Reggie Heath. Kyle Kennedy in the H-back position just behind the right guard. Takes a shotgun snap. Trooper does. Hands it off to Elijah over the right side. Elijah makes one man miss. He's got a block on the outside by Reggie. He's trying to turn inside the 5-yard line. He's driving hard. He's going to get close to the end zone, but he's going to be pushed back at the 4-yard line, I believe it is, Jeff. Second down and third down and goal.
They're going to mark him. This guy over here looks like they're going to mark him at about the 2, Clint.
Second. So Elijah Coleman goes over the right side for 13. Brings up third down and goal from the 2 for the Cyclones. 59 yards on 10 rushes for Elijah Coleman so far in this football game. 5:32 and counting. Ball's inside the 3-yard line for the Cyclones. Moving right to left. Let's see if they can put some points on the board. Fairfield Central calls a timeout. We'll take it with them. This is Chester High School football on WRBK.
Barron Funeral Home at 133 Wiley Street in Chester and Dancer Baker Funeral Home, located at 26 Underwood Avenue in Great Falls, are proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of the Chester High School football game. They wish the Cyclones great success this season. The staff of Barron Funeral Home and Dancer Baker Funeral Home continue to serve the people of Chester County with courtesy and dignity.
This broadcast of Chester Cyclone football is made possible by Polk Bell Bonds, serving Chester County for over 30 years. Polk Bell Bonds executes surety bonds in all state or federal courts and can provide GPS, electronic, or alcohol monitoring. Ned Polk is available anytime at 581-POLK, 482-POLK, 789-POLK, and 872-2222. Polk Bell Bonds. You're listening to Cyclone Football on WRBK Richburg, WNBK Whitmire, WEBK Society Hill, WUBK Inner-Ray.
All right, we're back here. It is 5:23 to go into third. Third down and goal from the
second
2.
Goal, Clint.
Oh, second down and goal from the 2.
Yeah, I think you're going to look an extra blocker and get and let Trooper see if he can make some score touchdown.
Kyle Kennedy in the H-back position to the left side. A quarterback isolation I expect to see. He fakes the handoff. No, hands it off to Elijah. Elijah
Touchdown.
over the left side. Touchdown, Cyclones! Woo! 5:18 to go in the third. Cyclones strike first.
Boy, I can't underestimate how big that drive was. We talked about it at halftime, guys. That's huge for the Cyclones, for their offense. Now the defense is to come out and continue to keep the momentum. And that's going to be that was a big drive. Big drive.
5:18 to go in the third. Cyclones don't have a kicker. They'll go for 2. Up 6-0 over the Fairfield Central Griffins. They just struck, put 6 on the board. First points of the night. 5:18 to go in the third. Cyclones strike first out of the halftime break. Now Trooper Floyd in the shotgun formation, takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Antonio Hopkins. He's walking in the end zone for a 2-point conversion. It's 8-0 Cyclones, 5:18 to go in the third. We'll take a break, and we'll be back.
That was a good.
Made possible in part by Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service. Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service located at 2581 Lancaster Road in Chester. They offer local and long-distance towing, heavy-duty towing, and service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Joe's also does big truck repair, truck and tractor tire service. More information is available at 803-581-5720 or 803-385-8610. That's Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service.
Tonight's Cyclone football action made possible in part by True Vista Communications, Chester's provider for high-speed broadband, video, voice, wireless, security, and smart home solutions. They're available online at truevista.net or at a True Vista customer experience store located in Chester, Camden, Great Falls, and Winnsboro.
All right, we're back here. Cyclones up 8-0. 5:18 to go in the third. Strike on the first offensive possession of the third quarter, and they got first blood. Now DJ Steven, here's the run up and the kick. It's a low squib kick. It's going to hit, and it's going to take a run. Cyclones are trying to chase it down. Greer's got it for Fairfield Central. He's trying to split his way, but the Cyclones are able to force him into the corner. Great tackle by Reggie Heath Jr. Number 2 tackles number 2, and so, or excuse me, that was. Yeah, that was number 3, wasn't it, Joe?
No, that was number 2.
Yeah. So Greer gets tackled by Reggie Heath inside the 25 at the 24, where the Griffins will put it in play. First and 10, down 8 to the Cyclones. 5:10 to go in the third. Griffins have it for the first possession of the third quarter.
He hit him by the ankles. He wasn't going anywhere.
Big defensive opportunity right here for the Cyclones.
Coach Jerry Caldwell's got his defense on the field. Coach Demetrius Davison brings his offense on the field. He's got 2 receivers to either side of the formation, running back to the left of the quarterback, McMillan in the backfield. McMillan takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back. And middle Cyclones hit him in the backfield. They hit him in the backfield and take him down for a loss. Kyan Kennedy for the tackle.
Kyan Kennedy and Talford.
Loss of 1 on the play. Brings up second down and 11. And we got an injured player on the field. Who is that, Jeff?
Number 1.
Number 1 on the field. That is Miles Roberson. Looks like he got a cramp. That's what we hope it is. Anyway, don't want to see anybody go down. That's his second rush of the night. Lost 1 for a total of -1 yards rushing for Miles Roberson. They're stretching him out. We're glad to see that. We hope that's all it is. Dr. Sam on the field, always there to support the Cyclones and the student athletes, not only of Chester County, but of all this area, Jimbo.
All the schools in Chester County, all 3 of them. He's always there for them.
How many leg cramps do you think he's worked out over the years?
I don't know. You should ask him when he comes back. Pull him aside and say, Dr. Sam, how many leg cramps you worked out? I bet you he can't count. I bet you, and I bet you a lot of them have happened on Saturdays, on them hot days in Death Valley when he's a stadium doctor, and them people sitting in that visitor side sun. You've been there, Jimbo.
Only once or twice.
I tell you what, the visitor side on a September afternoon in Death Valley is the hottest place on earth.
Noon game?
Yeah. Yes, the visitor side. Good grief, is the hottest place on earth.
I have sat on the visitor side on a noon game before using someone else's tickets, and I can tell you I won't go back.
I sweated through his shirt, bought another one. All right, McMillan in the shotgun, running back to his right. 2 receivers to either side. Cyclone's going to bring a little pressure. C.J. McCree cheats up from his middle linebacker position. Sends a man in motion. Now he moves his running back up to the H-back position. Takes a shotgun snap. Going to fire out here in the flats. Short pass. But there's DJ Stevenson there for the stop for the Cyclones. He hits number 2 out in the corner. That's Greer. Stevenson makes the stop. He gained about 6 on the play, maybe 7. Brings up third down at 4.
Cyclones are flying to the football.
Fairfield Central, third play of this drive, down 8-0. Just tuning in. This has been a close defensive struggle. Boy, I'm fired up. My watch has told me about 7 times, take a relax break. McMillan in the shotgun. H-back just behind the left guard, waiting on the snap. Gets the shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back. And Middle Cyclones going to hit him in the backfield. And they're going to take him down for a no gain. He gained 2 on the play, maybe 1. And it's going to be 4th down and long. Maybe 4th down and a long 2, short 3 for the Griffins.
People getting a little feelings a little hurt out right here right now, guys. Little chippy.
Brings up 4th down. Fairfield Central is going to have it inside their own territory. They're going to send the punt team on. Always be wary of a fake, Jeff, with Greer back there.
The most important thing here is stay off the line about 3 yards and just don't jump off sides.
And don't let Tydarian Greer get outside you if he runs.
Do not jump off sides.
Greer stands at his own 20-yard line. Deep to receive this punt is number 2, Reggie Heath Jr. for the Cyclones. Cyclones lined up here on the line. They're trying to hard camp to try to drive them off sides. The Cyclones are not budging. Delay a game, back them up 5 yards.
I'm not even sure it's a delay. I'm telling you, the left guard
is barking.
Yeah, he was moving up and down. He was barking signals. He was calling. Good call.
Hey, Terry, watch yourself, Terry. Terry's waving them backwards.
And the sheriff's deputy down here was like, hey, he's moving. Fuller should have been able to see that with his new eyes.
Oh, you don't have to worry about Fuller. Second penalty of the second half, 14 yards total for the Griffins. Now it's 4th down and 8. Greer stands at his own 15-yard line. Reggie Heath at his own 45 to receive this punt. Greer gets a good snap. Cyclones, Antonio Hopkins almost got it. It's a high end-over-end punt. Reggie's going to come up and catch it, and he catches at the 50-yard line. He got hit. They should have thrown a penalty right there, Jeff. He caught it at the 50-yard line.
I'm going to tell you, if Antonio Hopkins wanted to block that, he could have. But you don't want to run into the kicker. You know, you don't want to miss the block and run into the kicker. But I'm telling you, he's had a couple opportunities.
2:36 left in the third. Cyclones have it after the 22-yard punt. Cyclones have it at the 50-yard line. Elijah Coleman has the carry. He gets up over the 50-yard line. 2:38 and counting in the third.
Check out the band on the other side, guys.
Coleman gets across midfield stripe, gain of maybe a half a yard. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Cyclones up 8-0. Just tuning in. Cyclones and Fairfield Central Griffins for the Battle of Blackstock Fish Camp. Balls, the back nose of the football is on the 50-yard stripe. Cyclones are just the length of football inside Fairfield Central territory. Kyan Kennedy in the H-back position. Elijah Coleman in the backfield with Trooper Floyd. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Coleman over the right side. Coleman's got some running room. 45-yard line, 40. He's got the first down, and he got 11, maybe 12 on the play. Big-time block on the right side.
Tell you what, he made a nice cut back there, guys, to get that first down. Good run. Big run there.
Coleman just picked up his 73rd yard, and the Cyclones' 4th first down of the second half.
You know what this is doing, though? This is tiring out their defense.
And it's killing the clock.
Defense is going to be a little gassed after this quarter if the Cyclones keep going.
Cyclones got number 50 back this week, Donovan Wilmore, at the right tackle position. Coach Floyd says he may be his best, most athletic offensive lineman right now. Glad to have him back. Elijah Coleman in the backfield. Trooper Floyd is going to roll to his left, try to look down the field, and he throws it. Kyan Kennedy, 30-yard line, 25-yard line. He's still on his feet, 20-yard line, and he's run out of bounds just inside the 21. That's another 13 yards and a pitch and catch for the Cyclones.
I'll tell you what, that was a really nice throw by Trooper. Very nice throw running to his left. And you notice how far I stayed away.
You learned from Bill last week. Cyclones picked up their 5th first down. Now Floyd brings his offense to the line. Kyan Kennedy stays at the H-back position. Now he moves from his left to his right. Lines up just behind the right tackle. Hands it off to Coleman up the middle. Coleman's still driving his feet forward. He's going to push the pile to the 15, to the 14-yard line. Hard run. Cyclones starting to be able to push some guys around up front, Jeff.
It wasn't quite obvious, but I thought they missed a face mask there. You know, a lot of bodies moving in that middle. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, you're right, Clint. Offensive line is dominating the third quarter.
80 yards on 14 rushes for Elijah Coleman. 30 seconds left in the third. Coach Floyd sends his guys out on the field. 2nd down and 3, Ball's inside the 15-yard line of the Griffins. Trooper Floyd moves guys around. Now he sets shotgun snap. Hands off Antonio Hopkins. Change of pace. 15-10. He's got some running room. Good tackle out there in the flats. If not, that's a touchdown. He got down to the 11-yard line.
Let's get down to the other end, boys.
That's a 4-yard pickup and a first down for the Cyclones. That'll play out the third quarter. Cyclones up 8-0. When we come back, Cyclones have it 1st and 10 from the 11.
Tonight's broadcast made possible by Hillside Restaurant and Bar at 129 Gadsden Street in downtown Chester. Hillside Restaurant and Bar offers specialty coffees and desserts in their cafe, brick oven-baked pizzas, salads, and sandwiches. Their speakeasy-style bar has adult libations. Hillside has an event room for special occasions. The cafe open Thursday through Saturday at 7 a.m. Hillside Restaurant and Bar open from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Online at hillsideeats.com with a Z and on Facebook and Instagram.
Looking to upgrade your future? Discover York Technical College, where education meets opportunity. Get ready for success with York Tech's no-cost tuition program. That's right, tuition is on York Tech. Explore a diverse program, hands-on learning, and supportive community in the Tri-County area. Don't miss out. Visit yorktech.edu to learn more.
All right, we're back here. Start of the fourth quarter. Cyclone players and fans and cheerleaders and students here in the student section holding the 4 up. It's the fourth quarter. 12 minutes to go in this one. Cyclones up 8-0 over the Griffins here. Cyclones have it 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line of the Fairfield Central Griffins to start this fourth quarter.
Cyclones dominated the third quarter.
That big offensive line coming out there. Number 72, Jaron Holly. Number 70, Javonte Weldon. Number 60, that would be Jabril White. Number 50 would be my main man, Donovan Wilmore. And number 63, Jeremiah Gladden, are playing their tails off here in the third quarter and start into the fourth. We'll see what happens. Elijah Coleman in the backfield for the Cyclones. Kyan Kennedy right behind Weldon at the right tackle. Takes a shotgun snap. He fakes the handoff. Go throw it to Kyan Kennedy. Touchdown, Cyclones! He caught the football. That's a touchdown. The Cyclones have just gone up 14-0 over the Griffins.
Hey,
what a pass.
Tell you what, that was a great play call, great catch, because it was a little bit underthrown, guys, but Kyan had it right all the way.
Kyan Kennedy come up big in the fourth quarter. Cyclones have taken the lead 14-0 with 11:53. Coach Floyd signals in his 2-point conversion.
I'm looking down at his granddaddy. He is excited.
Love that play call right there.
He fought for it. He just flat took it away from the defense.
He sure did, Jim.
He just...
11:53 to go in the fourth quarter. Cyclones just took a 2-score lead. Witherspoon in the shotgun formation. He's going to roll to his left, try to stick it up in there. He's going to get the 2-point conversion. That's going to be a 16-0 lead for the Cyclones on that 2-point conversion. Cyclones up. We'll take a break and we'll be back. 11:53 in this one. It's Cyclone football, baby.
Tonight's Cyclone football made possible by Burns Chevrolet Cadillac in Rock Hill, serving the area since 1923 and located off I-77, exit 82B in Rock Hill. Burns has new Chevrolet and Cadillacs along with a selection of pre-owned vehicles, including buy here, pay here. Burns Chevrolet Cadillac, 800-681-7198 or online at BurnsChevrolet.com. Your right choice.
Tonight's Chester Cyclone football game is made possible in part by First Citizens Bank. At First Citizens, we believe that banking is all about the people we serve, and we work hard every day to make sure our customers know how we feel. First Citizens Bank with offices in Richburg and Chester. That's First Citizen Bank, forever first.
Tonight's
All right, we're back here at Cyclone Stadium. I'm sorry.
I just heard Coach Caldwell say, we're kicking it out of bounds.
Coach Jerry Caldwell got his defense, his special teams unit and his defense ready to go here, I'm sure. We need a big stop and continue the momentum. Cyclones all over the Griffins here in the third and fourth quarter. Kicked it out of bounds. And the Fairfield Central player, number 5, Jeff, you didn't see it, but that is Chris Pearson. He said something smart to Coach Caldwell. That's not the person I would want to say anything to.
No, probably not.
Coach Caldwell was walking back down the sideline, and he turned around and looked at him real close. And I say that for Coach Caldwell's benefit because Coach Caldwell told me he listens to this podcast on the way home. And so, Coach Caldwell, well done, baby, well done. Keep these guys running.
Yeah, I just laughed. I heard him say, we're just kicking it out of bounds.
Ball's on the 39-yard line where they'll put it in play. 1st and 10, Fairfield Central, 11:53 to go. Down 16-0 to the Cyclones. Third quarter, Jeff, was all Cyclones.
Absolutely dominated by the Cyclone offensive line. Let's just be honest.
Well, boy, they get in good field position.
They've had that. They've had that the entire night. Other than the third quarter, they've had great field position.
Ball's going to be on the 44-yard line. Fairfield Central moving right to left, got 56 yards to the end zone. Cyclones putting pressure on him up front, hands it off to his running back. Cyclones give chase. He's got some running room. There's a hold. It's coming back, baby. There's 2 holds. That's what I'm talking about. Big man, you can't do nothing with Zy Whitlock, and they're going to bring him back 10 yards.
We got a guy on the field hurt, too. I don't know what kind of hurt. I don't know if it's a cramp or not, but he's hurt.
I hate to see that. I'm sorry, I got carried away. The running back went down the field about 25 yards, but
I'm looking back here.
But the hold was out there on my main man, Zy Whitlock.
Yeah, it's coming back.
That big guy couldn't do nothing with Zy. Going to be a 10-yard penalty from there was 2 holds. There was a hold actually on the end over there where it sprung it out, and the hold was actually against the guy trying to keep Antonio Hopkins from making the stop. And then the hold on Zy in the middle as well.
Cramp.
The umpire called the hold in the middle, and the referee called the hold on the corner. We'll take the hold on the corner because it's 5 yards deep, wasn't it, Jeff?
That's exactly right.
Absolutely. It was, absolutely. A little surprised that, although they had good yardage, but of course it was a holding, but I'm a little surprised that they're not just trying to air it out right now, down 2 scores. And haven't seen them kick pregame. I think they probably go for 2 anyway.
Well, McMillan is only 6 of 15 tonight.
Yeah, he's not had a great night.
For 49 yards, so maybe he's a little rattled.
Our defense could have had something to do with that, too.
Official coming over to have a word with Coach Floyd, see what he wants to do. He's going to take the hold, back him up 10 yards. Unsportsmanlike on the Cyclones. What in the world?
Oh, wow. That's a dead ball, usually.
So they back him up 10 yards, then 15 on Zy. So maybe that penalty was on Zy Whitlock, and I thought it was on the other guy. I was talking trash. Probably too quickly, Jim.
Uh-oh. Here comes the man into the huddle to get this squared away.
Holding penalty was accepted, but then there was a 15-yard penalty on the Cyclones.
I think Cyclones got to quit. What I was worried about here is the end of this game as we get towards one end of the fourth quarter is it's going to get a little chippy, particularly if Fairfield doesn't get their way.
11:43 to go in this one. Cyclones up 16-0. Ball, nose of the football's on the Fairfield Central 49-yard line. McMillan in the shotgun, explosive offense, but they got tight splits up front. He's going to hand it off to his running back in the middle. Cyclone's going to hit him in the backfield and then take him down for a loss. That's Darian Baxley and Hadifa Taylor, along with number 15, my main man Daquan McCree, and that's no gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 5.
Baxley just wrapped him up.
Coach Jerry Caldwell's got his defense playing hard and tackling well. He told me yesterday at practice the thing that they were most concerned about is getting the guys on the ground. Got to get these guys on the ground, and so far tonight they've been successful at doing that. 11:12 to go in this one. McMillan in the shotgun, running back to his right. Got an H-back in the game to the right tackle. Takes a shotgun snap. Cyclone's going to bring pressure. He throws across his body and is going to be caught out there. But number 2, Reggie Heath, comes in from his deep safety position and make the stop, but not before they picked up. Fairfield Central did 13 and a first down.
Number 29 on the catch. Stop made by Reggie Heath, number 2 for the Cyclones. First down, Fairfield.
Brings up first down and 10. First down of the night of the second half for Fairfield Central. Running back up the middle. Cyclone's going to drag him down after he gains 4, maybe 3 on the play. Tackled by Taylor again. Number 7. They're going to give him 3. Brings up 2nd down and 7.
Just don't let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Ball's inside the Cyclone 35 at the 34. A 3-3 stack defense. Nathan Moss, Terry Radford, and I'm not sure who they've moved up. Did they move up number 50 on the defensive end over there? Donovan Wilmore. Waiting on the snap. The quarterback is. Clock's ticking. 9:58 left in this one. Takes a shotgun snap. Cyclone's going to bring across. He tries to throw deep. He's got a man open, and he overthrows his receiver. Good coverage out there by DJ Stevenson, but the ball falls incomplete.
Tell you what, I think number 3's got to lay out for that one. He did not extend his arms, but it wasn't a bad thrown football. He threw it in the only place. The only person who was going to catch that was going to be the offensive guy.
Did he have some alligator arms, Jack?
He
just didn't lay out.
I want to see him lay out there. I mean, you're down 2 scores, man. You got to lay out. You're 6'4". Lay out.
16-0 Cyclones. 9:49 to go in this one. Fairfield Central on the Cyclone 34. McMillan in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. Now he moves him up. His running back to the H-back position for greater protection. Cyclones give pressure. Terry Radford pushed him outside, and he's going to run across his body. He throws it downfield, sidearmed. I believe he caught the ball inbounds. Cyclones say he was out of bounds, but the linesman said he caught it for a gain of 9 and a first down. And what the lineman says goes, Jim.
That's right. And don't ever forget it.
.38 left. 1st and 10. Ball's at the 26 of the Cyclones. Griffins moving right to left. Got his running back just to his right, McMillan does. H-back on the left side of the formation. Takes a shotgun snap. He fakes the handoff on a slow mesh, kind of Sam Hartman-esque. And the Cyclones read him out till he got a gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down and long. Seventh play of this drive forthcoming. 2 first downs on it. Clock continues to run. That's the Cyclones' friend right now, Jim.
Yes, sir, exactly correct.
They gave him no gain on that play. 2nd down and 10. Fairfield's taking a lot of time, Jeff. I'm surprised.
Yeah, they don't have a sense of urgency right now. 9 minutes and ticking.
And the Cyclones going to run the ball and try to, eat up clock the way their offensive line's playing. You got to kick it back even if you score here. 8:56. Cyclones going to bring pressure. Here comes C.J. McCree up the middle. They cut block him. Throws in the flats. Ball falls incomplete. Tries to hit his receiver in the corner. And, in the 5-yard out flat. It falls incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and long. I tell you what, Joshua Davis to my left, he is wearing blue beads and red beads, go Cyclones, and an NC State shirt. You can't beat it.
Well, I tell you what, he's color coordinated.
You can't beat it, baby.
I guess he put his Florida shirt in the bottom of the drawer.
We don't have any of those. 3rd down and 10. Sometimes we have to give lip service to cheering for them. 8:48 left in this one. Cyclones up 16 over the Griffins. Running back moves up to the H-back position. Cyclones bringing pressure on 3rd down. They come in there, going to throw it across his body. Ball falls incomplete. No penalty markers on the field.
No penalty. Good
coverage out there by the Cyclone linebacker, number 13. Coaches are really high on him, Tamari Caldwell, and they're really high on him. Fairfield Central's bringing up 4th down and long for the Griffins here. Big time stop right here for the Cyclones, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. Stop it here, and not to say that's a ball game because there's still a lot of time left, but
8th play of this drive, 4th down and 10. Ball's at the 25-yard line of the Cyclones. Coach Caldwell's got his defense dialed in. Moves his man up, trying to give some extra protection to his quarterback. Cyclone's going to bring some pressure. He throws across his body. That ball's going to be short of the first down.
He's short.
He caught the ball, but I believe he's short of the first down.
He's got to be short. He caught the ball at the first down marker, but the ball went out of bounds.
The linesman is there.
That's turnover. That's turnover on downs, boys.
And the official's going to call timeout to measure it.
What's
Jeff
there
says,
to measure? Good God. I mean, Fuller should be able to see that from up there.
Fuller can see it.
I got it covered, Bo. Clint, what is it, about a football?
I think it's about half a yard, Jeff. What do you think?
It is. I mean, from my angle right here, it's a half of a football, at least. Unless there's a knot in the chain.
Whoa.
Hey, look here. Donnie Wade done called it for him. That's my auditor over there, the head of the chain crew done called. Look at him flexing on him. Donnie Wade is flexing on him over there, Jimbo. Flex on him, Donnie. Flex on him.
Let him have it.
Cyclones hold right there. 8:20 to go in this one.
Good. I tell you what, Cyclone defense tonight has really showed up. I mean, they've had a lot of pressure on them. Fairfield's had a lot of opportunity, but give credit to the Cyclone defense. They have really done a nice job tonight, and that's credit to the players and Coach Caldwell.
Absolutely. Cyclones taking over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line with 8:20 left in this one. Going to get a steady dose of Elijah Coleman right here, boys. Cyclones up 16-0. Coleman got a running room. 25-30. 35-yard line. He's at the 36-yard line where the Cyclones will put it in play. 1st and 10 after a 20-yard gain.
I was almost a dagger to the heart right there, boys. He's had a huge second half, Clint.
Yeah, he now has 100 yards rushing, 15 rushes for 100 yards. Well, no, it's more than that, 103 yards. They gave him out to the 38-yard line. 1st down, Cyclones. That is their 7th of the second half. That offensive line came out here in the second half. I believe Coach Keith Boyd, Coach Victor Floyd questioned their manhood. He throws the ball, Trooper does, and it's caught out there by Kine Kennedy. Kine don't want to go down. He's caught at the 45-yard line. That's going to keep the clock running, and the Cyclones are going to get some positive yardage, Jeff.
Clint, I talked about the credit to the defense, but let's credit the offensive line the second half. They really have dominated this game in the second half.
Trooper now has 109 yards. That's Kine Kennedy's 5th catch for 56 yards. Second down and 2 for the Cyclones. Ball's at the 46-yard line. Moving left to right against this Fairfield Central defense. It was 0-0 at halftime. It's been all Cyclones in the second half. Trooper Floyd takes the shotgun snap. It hits the ground.
He did the right thing.
He's tackled in the backfield, but that's the right thing. Don't get up and do something crazy. Just a bad snap by Jabril, but he lost 8 on the play. Clock runs, 6:49. That's the Cyclones' friend right here, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. Reggie and number 5 out here, they're having a friendly conversation. Not for the radio.
3rd down and 9 for the Cyclones. Kine Kennedy in the game for the Cyclones in the slot. Reggie Heath out here, split out to the right. Wide. Tyler Williams up top of the field. Ball's on the right hash. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. Going to roll right. Going to look downfield. Throws across his body. Kine Kennedy, 50-yard line, 49-yard line, 45-yard. He's still on his feet. He's going to be run out of bounds at the 41 of the Griffins, baby. I said, baby. Bring it home, Kine Kennedy. Bring it home, son.
Been saying it all year, boys. It hadn't been a long year, but I've been saying it for 3 games.
20-yard catch and pitch and catch, 6th of the night.
Nice throw by Trooper as well, guys. Very nice throw.
Trooper is now 14 of 18.
He's been very efficient.
For 129 yards. 5th play of the drive, 8th first down of the second half. It's been all Cyclones. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He's going to swing it out here in the flats. Oh! Amari Pendergrass drops the pass. But the only problem with that is Jim just stops the clock.
That's the
here's the deal, guys. I'm telling you, this is getting chippy out here, and Chester's going to have to be really careful because they'll get baited into something they're going to really regret. So they got to keep their composure.
6:10 left in this one, 16-0. I think you're right, Jeff. It always turns into that. Remember 2 years ago when it was 31-0, and it got real ugly real quick.
Chester scores here, and it.
Elijah Coleman to the left side. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He's going to fire across his body. He's got Reggie. Reggie's got a 30-yard line. He's got another first down, and the clock's going to run.
What a throw by Trooper, guys.
Trooper Floyd brought the heat, baby.
Let me tell you something. That might have been his best throw of the night. He had a little bit on that one.
That's a gain of 13 and a Cyclone first down. He now has 142 yards.
How about the Cyclones up 2 scores, almost 6 minutes, a little under 6 minutes to go, and they're throwing the football? How about that?
I think a message is being sent.
Yeah, how about that?
I like
that.
it.
That just opens up the run game because 20's going to have a big player in the
5:30 left in this one. Cyclones up 16-0. 20 gets the football. He starts left, cuts back right. 25-yard line, 20. He's going to drive it forward. It's an 18-yard line. Cyclones got that weight room and that conditioning, Jimbo. They wearing people out, baby.
I'm going to tell you something. This second half has been a woodshed beating by the Cyclones' offensive line.
Look at the hands on the hips.
11 yards.
Hey, Fairfield's defense has been out here a lot, and let me tell you something. They don't have guys playing both ways.
That offensive line, Coach Keith Boyd bringing the heat. Coach Victor Floyd was fired up by having Donovan Wilmore back, and I tell you what, he's proven himself tonight. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He's going to throw to Reggie in the deep end zone, and the ball is going to be caught, but he's going to be out of bounds when he catches the football. Coach Floyd going for it, baby.
There's nobody who's going to catch that other than Reggie.
ninth play of this drive. Second down and
I love the
10.
play call, though.
Ball's at the 18-yard line of the Griffins. 17-yard line, moving left to right. 5 minutes left in this one.
Still waiting on that delayed draw. Maybe they're going to call it tonight. I don't know.
Tell Bill Marion to take your picture.
He's done that a few times.
Trooper Floyd in the shotgun. Cyclones for tight end on the right side of the offensive line. Hands it off on counter play. And Elijah Coleman lost 2 on the play. Clock's going to run. 4:52 in this one. And lost 2 on the play. Elijah has 112 yards on 17 rushes tonight. 10th play of this drive right here. Started deep inside their own territory at the 15-yard line. 8:20 on the clock.
If Chester can take the clock down and snap it right before the time expires, they can run 2 plays and get this game under about close to 3 minutes.
Cyclones have now held the ball 4 minutes on this drive. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He's going to roll left, and he's going to take the sack like a wise man. He's going to go down for a loss of 7, but you know what? That's not going to hurt you right here. Don't make a mistake.
Clock's still going.
Clock runs.
Cheerleaders are out here taunting number 5, telling him the shoe's untied, which it really is.
I love it.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Cyclones call a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back. Cyclone football on WRBK.
Tonight's broadcast of Cyclone Football made possible in part by Chester County Natural Gas Authority. As Chester County Natural Gas celebrates 60 years of service to their customers, they remind you natural gas is the most efficient and effective way to heat your water, heat your home, dry your clothes, and to cook your meals. Contact Chester County Natural Gas Authority Monday to begin enjoying the comfort and affordability of clean-burning and efficient natural gas.
For over 77 years, Fairfield Electric Cooperative has delivered electric energy to our consumer owners. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we are part of a nationwide community of local, not-for-profit cooperatives committed to enhancing our customers' lives and livelihoods by providing reliable power, high-quality customer-focused service, and valuable products and services. We're Fairfield Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy partner, proud to be a part of tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK.
All right, we back here. Cyclones have it 4th down and 19. Balls on the Fairfield Central Griffins 26-yard line. I'm Clint Davis. Got Jim Fuller in the booth with me. Jeff Kerr on the field. And Cyclones up 16-0. It started 0-0. It was 0-0 to the start of the third quarter. Cyclones took the opening drive of the third quarter, went down the field and scored 8, and then came back and scored again at the very beginning of the fourth quarter. It's been all Cyclones here in the second half. They're up 16-0 over the Griffins. Trooper Floyd's in the shotgun formation, empty backfield set. 3 receivers to the right side. Fairfield Central brings pressure. Throws across his body. He's got his man open. That's Witherspoon. Witherspoon makes one man miss. 10-yard line. He's inside the 5. Touchdown, Cyclones! Yes, baby! Yes, baby! Yes!
Baby. Yes, sir.
Witherspoon in the house!
Good
4th
job
and
by
19.
Trooper. And what a really nice play by number 3.
3:46 to go in this one. Cyclones just put it on ice, Jumbo.
Stick a fork in them. They're done, baby.
10th grade.
Witherspoon is perhaps one of the best, if not the best, athletes on the football team. He's explosive. He showed every bit of it right there. And that, I think, Jeff, had a lot to do with Fairfield Central defense being worn out. They just couldn't tackle him.
Yeah, I mean, that was, I tell you what, good catch. I mean, good throw, but also a lot of effort after the catch. And you're right, Clint. Look for a little fade right here to number 2. Why not? Give it a shot. Good matchup out here, guys.
Handoff to Coleman over the right side. He's going to walk in there. That's a 2-point conversion. Cyclones going to take the lead 24-0 with 3:46 left. We'll take a break and we'll be back. Chester High School football on WRBK, baby.
Tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK made possible in part by Dr. Sam Stone and his staff at Lowry's Family Medicine in Chester. Lowry's Family Medicine provides health care from birth to the golden ages and is located at 517 Doctors Court off of Wilson Street Extension. Dr. Sam Stone and his staff are proud supporters of the Chester Cyclones.
Tonight's Chester Cyclone football game is made possible in part by Hamilton, Delaney, Greer, and Cotton, attorneys at law providing legal services since 1907.
Attorneys Milton Hamilton, Greg Delaney, Brian Greer, and Nick Cotton have a general practice of law with offices in Chester and Rock Hill. Hamilton, Delaney, Greer, and Cotton support all the schools in Chester County.
All right, we're back here. Started to 3:46 left. The fans are starting to leave. Go ahead and the way down. 3:21 to Winsboro. DJ Stevens has it teed up. It's been total domination for Jeffrey. It's been total domination for 21 minutes of this football game. DJ Stevenson kicks it out of bounds
Again, by design.
I watched number 2 have about 700 return yards last year. I'd care not to see him have any tonight.
Yep. Cyclones have dominated the last 19 minutes of this game, Jeff. Maybe 20 minutes, and it's been all Cyclones start second.
Credit the defense and Coach Caldwell. Guys have really stepped up, created some problems. But I got to tell you, the offensive line to me is the MVP of the game.
Coach Caldwell told me yesterday, he said, we're going to come after the quarterback. We're going to hit him. We're going to get pressure. And then he said, I told Coach Floyd, you want to have some offensive drives, 12 minutes, we'll be glad to take them. I love Jerry Caldwell. I love Victor Floyd. Here we go. Cyclones bringing some pressure up the middle. They're going to get up in there, and they're going to force the quarterback McMillan to throw over to the right side. And the receiver caught it, and he's going to be in bounds. He's going to get to the 48-yard line. I believe he stepped out of bounds when he caught the ball, but that's a gain of 13 and a first down, a 14 and a first down.
Wind the clock.
Second play of this drive, third first down of the night for the Griffins in the third quarter. They've had 7 total.
I'm selfish, guys. I want a shutout.
2 receivers to either side of the formation. That ball's on the ground. Cyclones giving pressure. Quarterback goes down on it, McMillan. And C.J. McCree was coming to recover it. Had the running back not been there to block him. So it brings up, that's a big loss. Clock continues to run. That ball's going to be spotted at the 38-yard line. Cyclones got a break there, Jim.
Yes, a big break.
That ball should have been spotted at the 40. They got a 2-yard break.
We should have recovered the fumble, too. But that little running back did a good job of pushing him out.
He lost 11 on the play. Third play of this drive, second down. Second down, McMillan in the shotgun formation, takes the snap. Cyclones going to get pressure in there. Terry Radford, he steps up in the pocket, throws over the middle, and Reggie Heath playing to the free safety position.
Nice
knocked
play
it
by
loose.
Reggie Heath.
And the receiver's down on the ground. Looks like he's got a cramp. He's going to make his way to the sideline. Cyclones.
We gotta have a pet. Someone's getting unsportsmanlike conduct here. I don't know who, but somebody. I think it's going against the Cyclones.
Zy Whitlock's involved again.
Yeah, you just can't have that, guys.
Zy said he's grabbing his jersey. Zy's going to come out. Coach Floyd going to have a conversation.
It doesn't matter if he grabs the helmet and throws it off. Just don't say anything.
Well, I'm just saying. I agree with you.
I get it, but I can tell you right now, he's getting an earful from both sides. Coach Floyd's like, why would you do that? And I'm asking the same thing. Why would you do that?
McMillan, who is slinging it all over the field this year, has 9 of 23 tonight against the Cyclone defense for 94 yards and 2 interceptions.
He's had a tough night for sure.
2:32 left in this one. Cyclones just gave up a big penalty. That's the second unsportsmanlike on Zy here in the second half. I don't believe we'll see Zy back on the field tonight.
Probably not.
McMillan in the shotgun, running back to his left. Takes a shotgun snap. Cyclones bring pressure. They force him up in the pocket. They don't get him from behind. Take him down. That's Terry Radford. That's Terry Radford from the nose tackle position. Lost 2 on the play. Brings up 4th down and long.
He just didn't give up. He just did not give up.
Louisville 58, Chesterfield nothing, end of 3. Probably have a running clock.
Coach. Oh, I'm sure. 4th down. 5th play of this drive coming up here.
Minute 58 to go.
Cyclones up 24-0. Fairfield Central in the shotgun, receiver running back to the right of McMillan. He sends him in motion. Now he moves him up behind the left guard in the H-back position. Max protects it. Cyclones bring pressure. There's a hold. He throws it downfield. That ball's going to fall. Incomplete. That Cyclone defense is going to hold again. Take it over 1st and 10.
I believe we're in the victory formation, men.
Go on, take your headset off, Coach Jerry Caldwell. You earned it, baby. All right, 1st down and 10. Cyclones at the 49-yard line of the Griffins.
Travis just shared with me, it's been about 900 days since Fairfield scored any points here in Chester.
I love it. I just got a text message regarding the Clover game, and it said Clover was doing well, but then Hillcrest remembered they were a whole lot better.
What a statement. What a statement.
Poor Eagles Nest. Cyclones have the offense on the field. 1st and 10, 1:33 left in this one. Trooper Floyd hands it off to Coleman over the left side. Coleman's got some running room. 30, 45-yard line. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Cyclone! Oh, it's coming back. As a hold.
Wow.
As a hold, it's coming back.
Wow.
It's a hold, it's coming back. Linesman threw a penalty. It's a procedure or a hold, one of the two. Doggone it.
Those referees ruin all the fun.
Holding on the Cyclones. All right, that's the 4th penalty of the second half for the Cyclones. Total of 34 yards. Now the Cyclones will run the clock out. 1:24 left in this one. That was an electrifying run, 49 yards, and
I like to have that on tape. That'd be neat to look at again.
York's up 31-7 over Union County. Bowling Springs whipping Chapman 22-7. Gaffney over South Point 20-14.
Jeff's coming up.
Okay. Cyclones have it 1st and 20. Ball's at the 41-yard line or 42-yard line of the Griffins. Trooper Floyd hands it off to Coleman. Opens Antonio Hopkins. Hopkins at the 50-yard line, gets to the 49-yard line. Got the penalty yardage back and some. He got 11 on the play.
Antonio Hopkins with the carry up over midfield to the 48-yard line.
48-yard line where the ball is. He got 11, 19. Cyclones put it in place. 2nd down and 9. Here you go, Jim. I got Jeff's headset here. Okay. 2nd down and 9 for the Cyclones. Ball's at the 49-yard line of the Griffins. Welcome back, Jeffrey.
Yeah, man, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. A lot of different perspective down there. Boy, I tell you what, the offensive line is really dominated.
Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He's going to take a knee. With 33 seconds, that's going to be the last play of this football game. Cyclones are going to be victorious 24-0 over the Fairfield Central Griffins. That's a big-time win, a dominant performance in the second half. Cyclones will send the Griffins back down Highway 321 with a 3rd straight defeat, a 2nd home shutout. And the Battle of Blackstock goes to the Cyclones once again. All the fish sandwiches you can eat. That's figuratively. I'm not going to try to get people down there at Blackstock in trouble. They didn't say that. We loved going to Blackstock Fish Camp, especially on our way to Fairfield Central. We have coined this the Battle of Blackstock Fish Camp. You guys have a great time down there eating. Thanks so much for your community involvement. 24-0, Cyclones victorious. We'll take a break. We'll come back and wrap this thing up. Cyclones over Griffins, 24-0.
Relax, save like a pro with Founders Federal Credit Union. Founders Loyalty Select account gives you the opportunity to grow your savings. Fund your account through your favorite Loyalty Select product and start saving. Not a member yet? Relax, join Founders.com or one of their 40 locations to see if you qualify for membership. Membership qualification required. Terms and conditions apply. Founders Federal Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
This Cyclone football game is made possible in part by Quacked Glass, your mobile auto glass replacement service. Quack Glass will come to you and solve your glass auto needs. Quack Glass is American-owned and Carolina-grown. They're serving both North and South Carolina and now with offices at Carowinds and 2708 Flat Creek Road, Lancaster. 866-787-8225 or online at quackglass.com. You can trust the Duck.
Tonight's Cyclone football made possible by Burns Chevrolet Cadillac in Rock Hill, serving the area since 1923 and located off I-77, exit 82B in Rock Hill. Burns has new Chevrolet and Cadillacs along with a selection of pre-owned vehicles, including buy here, pay here. Burns Chevrolet Cadillac, 800-681-7198 or online at BurnsChevrolet.com. Your right choice.
Made possible in part by Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service. Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service located at 2581 Lancaster Road in Chester. They offer local and long-distance towing, heavy-duty towing, and service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Joe's also does big truck repair, truck and tractor tire service. More information is available at 803-581-5720 or 803-385-8610. That's Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service. Looking to upgrade your future? Discover York Technical College, where education meets opportunity. Get ready for success. York Tech's no-cost tuition program. That's right, tuition is on York Tech. Explore a diverse program, hands-on learning, and supportive community in the Tri-County area. Don't miss out. Visit yorktech.edu to learn more.
Tonight's broadcast made possible by Hillside Restaurant and Bar at 129 Gadsden Street in downtown Chester. Hillside Restaurant and Bar offers specialty coffees and desserts in their cafe, brick oven-baked pizzas, salads, and sandwiches. Their speakeasy-style bar has adult libations. Hillside has an event room for special occasions. The cafe open Thursday through Saturday at 7 a.m. Hillside Restaurant and Bar open from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Online at hillsideeats.com with a Z and on Facebook and Instagram.
All right, back here in Chester, final score, your Chester Cyclones defeat the Fairfield Griffins by a score of 24-0. A game that was tied at halftime, 0-0, game that was dominated by the Cyclone offensive line in the second half, and a great defensive effort by the Cyclones. Anytime you shut out Fairfield, guys, that's a big deal.
Big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal.
I know Clint's going to do some stats, but before we get off the air, I do want to thank KJ's Market tonight, guys, for providing the food for the press box and feeding the press box. Thank you guys for Chad Friel and team over at KJ's for taking care of us tonight. Thank you.
Absolutely. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Jeff, going on the field. That was fun.
That was fun.
Let's do it again next week.
100%.
Jimbo, appreciate
Yes,
you. I do want to say out publicly, we don't, our church, Chester RP Church, our church, three of us go there. I'm the pastor. Just such a great place. Of course, I'm going to say that. We'd invite anybody to join us at any time, but they're always open. We actually use some technology that we use in our sanctuary on Sunday mornings to put Jeff on the field. And so the church isn't a, quote, sponsor of the program, but the church is always willing to participate and help support the community. And I very much appreciate our leadership.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Leadership doing that and being willing for us to do that. As we continue through the night, let's talk a little bit about some statistics. First of all, for the visiting Fairfield Central High School Griffins, just shocking. I'm surprised. I mean, I'm looking at that scoreboard, 24-0. It just blows my mind. It reminds me of 2 years ago they came here and beat them 31-0. Didn't see that coming.
Mm-mm.
But Cyclones shut them out for a second straight year at home, second straight game at home. Last year was a much closer game at Fairfield, and certainly they'll be ready to go next year. Let me give you some statistics for Fairfield Central. First of all, offensively tonight, 7 first downs. They had 18 rushes for 44 yards. The passing, McMillan was 9 for 24 with 2 interceptions and 94 yards. Total offense tonight for the Fairfield Central Griffins. And give a shout-out to Coach Jay Caldwell. His defense played exceptionally hard. 42 offensive plays for 138 yards.
Wow.
That's unbelievable.
42 offensive plays for 138 yards, 5 punts for 30-yard average, and they had 7 penalties for 64 yards. 2 turnovers, 2 interceptions that the quarterback McMillan threw when the defense played exceptionally well for the Cyclones in the first half. Stats for the Cyclones tonight. is, first of all, tonight's total game, Cyclones had 15 first downs. They had 32 rushes for 147 yards. 15 of 19, Trooper Floyd, was passing with no interceptions for 142 yards. Total offense for the Cyclones tonight, 51 plays for 289 yards. Cyclones had 5 punts for 28 yards average and 6 penalties for 70 yards. Cyclones had 3 scores, 2-point conversions on all 3 scores were good. Leaders for the Cyclones tonight, Trooper Floyd, 15 of 19 for 142 yards. Leading receiver, Kyan Kennedy, 6 catches for 76 yards. And Reggie Heath had 2 catches for 19. And leading rusher for the Cyclones, Elijah Coleman, he had 17 rushes for 112 yards. Every game the Cyclones have played, he's been over 100 yards. If you can run the football for over 100 yards, not only as a team, but have running backs get over 100 yards, you will be very successful in this game because you're eating up clock and keeping the ball out of the opponent's hands, and you're dominating up front. And as long, Jeff, you said this on the field, as long as the game of football is played, if you can dominate the line of scrimmage, offensively or defensively, and the defensive line played exceptionally well too. If you can do that, you will have success.
Yeah. When I look at this game, obviously a game of 2 halves. I think Fairfield's going to look at the film on the front. They're going to say in the first half we missed some opportunities. That could have changed the course of the game. You never know, but to credit the Cyclones defense, they held and went in the halftime 0-0, and the Cyclones were just clearly the better team in the second half.
Oh, no question. The 2 teams went in even at the halftime break. One ugly monster came out, and the other team came back probably with their heads down saying, I think what happened was Coach Floyd goes and says, hey, listen, guys, we hadn't lost, we hadn't really messed up, right? We're playing tough. We haven't had opportunities. They're going to come. Let's keep doing what we're doing. Fairfield Central goes in and says, we had missed opportunity after missed opportunity. And they come out with their heads down a little bit, and the Cyclones just dominate them and got them on their heels. Jimbo, what are your thoughts, final thoughts?
Well, I tell you what, I can't add anything really to what's been said other than it was a close game in the first half, naturally nothing. But the Cyclones, I think there may have been a little prayer meeting at halftime, and they took Coach Floyd's words to heart. And let's get this thing done. And that's what they did.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, that's the final from here, 24-0. Cyclones over the Griffins. Cyclones 3-0 on the season. Will travel to Rock Hill to next Friday night to the Corral in South Rock Hill to play the South Point Stallions, who are taking one on the chin from Gaffney right now. So should be an interesting football game next Friday night in Rock Hill. Cyclones will be on the road. We'll be there bringing you all the action. Thanks so much. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to you, Bill Baxter, for making it happen.
Thank you,
guys
Bill.
Take care. God bless you.
Take care, Willie.
We'll see you next time.